Welcome to episode 2 of Spelljammer.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah. Who would like to give a recap?
Maybe you should give the recap in your captain voice.
I would enjoy that very much.
No, let's pick someone else because they're going to get the inspiration. And
that's true.
Something else.
Oh yeah, we don't want to give any of them the only inspiration.
I'm happy to do a captain's voice.
Sure.
If Brad's happy with it.
Yeah.
Are we going what, Captain Kirk?
I was going to do like more of a Zap Brannigan.
Oh. This guy seems more chuckle fucky, so more Zap Brannigan than Kirk, although Zap Brannigan is basically Kirk turned up to 11.
Captain Clark, Torel, 1496 DR. Today marked the arrival of our latest batch of recruits, and among them was a group of exceptional diversity. A changeling, a human, a plasmoid, and a thrakreen. A crew unlike any we've ever seen. They braved our rigorous rookie simulation, and to our surprise, one of them emerged victorious, even taking down the fearsome captain in the process. I may need to speak with our engineers about that exercise. It was designed to be unbeatable, but clearly it needs some refinement. Perhaps we should remove the dog. Sadly, they did lose points for failing to save an innocent crew member during the initial assault. As always, we had to ensure that our new crew members had the proper security clearance. With the recent disappearance of our charts, we cannot afford any breaches. I received a report that some of our recruits had a quarrel over bunk placement, but with the diverse and passionate individuals we attract, such bats are not uncommon. At least they aren't marking their territory. Yet. Fortunately, Master Blip was in excellent working condition, and everything there went smoothly. However, I'm slightly concerned about the amount of healers kits our recruits have I'll need to restock soon. Diamond.
That would get you. I was like, what's gonna get him just that one?
I had not read that. I hadn't pre-read this. It's why you learn your lines. In brighter news, our Spelljammer pilots have been performing exceptionally well with new helms that no longer require magical spell casting. Stranded ships have become a thing of the past. Our gymnasium was the usual scene of bruised egos and bums, but thankfully no one suffered any serious injuries. Some even managed to complete the course. I have been informed that a delivery awaits me, and I have requested that Tato send it up to my quarters along with some of our new recruits. Before that, I think I'll take a much-needed nap. It's been a long day.
Well done. Quite
Kip,
an
have the
inspiration.
ball shorts. Sorry, Kip, have the boiler. Yeah. I've flopped that.
Yeah, it's fine.
The boys.
Point of inspiration.
Hey!
We could recap the same session 100 times. It's never exactly the same. Every time it's told, someone adds a new twist or embellishment, making the story their own. Each iteration brings new variations and outcomes, but also new dangers. The smallest change can have a drastic impact on the world around you, and the consequences of your actions may ripple through eternity. With that in mind, pick someone whose destiny you'd like to change today.
Destiny I would like to change.
Mm-hmm. It could be yourself, it could be anyone.
We're all looking at the same person, aren't we?
Because what the order of events there was, I clocked those two look at Brad. And Brad met my eyes, not either of theirs. Is it a PC I have to pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can pick the captain.
I mean, the dice said Brad, so I think like the universe has spoken.
So this is where I'd give you a card, but instead I'm going to have to send you an image.
Did you say the dice had spoken? Did you roll it? And if it was
if
it was odds or evens, it was Brad.
No, I said 1, 2, 3, 4.
You were braces of archery, was that right?
I think so. Yeah.
That's the right one then.
I think that's what I said. Did I say that?
I think that's you.
Yes, I have some weird stuff on my list.
So I would like you to pick one of those items to have. I would like you to tell me how you got it. And it could have been, it could be now, it could be any time in your backstory.
Okay. Any of those items?
Yep. Some are custom, so I can send you those.
I don't know.
I believe I gave you a list of 5. 2 of them were jokes. I went a magic item from common to artifact.
Yeah.
So this is a list of 4 items that you would be getting eventually in the book. It is some of your less powerful ones that you sent me for now, and 3 custom ones that I've added as well.
Okay.
And I can,
So it's not Brad picking from his personal list. It's you've sent him a list.
I sent him a list.
Yeah. And I think
And the later we get on in the campaign, the
choice of stuff.
this is like tier 1.
I don't think this is my list, actually.
What is on there?
So only the top one will be the one that is.
Oh,
yours.
okay.
So it's the top one, the DMG ones, and then 3 at the bottom that are mine.
That's confusing for me then.
I'll double check. I might have sent you the wrong list. That's
Because like, I can't use one of these.
that is the item you sent me.
Did I? Oh well, shit. Oh no, the brace of archery. I completely. But it's the one after it that I'm like confused about.
It is the one after it.
Well, that's the one after is not.
Only the top one is the one that is from your list.
Okay.
I will send you images of the. Again, I really wish I had the cards to give to you.
Yeah.
So there is that one. There is that one.
Okay.
And I think that's the third. There you go.
So is this a mechanic that you have created?
So at the end of this is like a 4-session adventure, and at the end of that you would get something normally.
Yeah.
So I've taken
Now,
those and
if there's 4 sessions, each of us gets one thing.
well, whoever does the inspiration gets to pick. So I mean, it depends. But yeah, in theory you will share it around.
I think Rune was given the braces of archery by one of her parents at like during her time aboard the ship. It was like an heirloom that was passed on, and she was the lucky one to get it. She was the only child of like all of the husbands and wives that are above her. Like they only had 1 children between them, and so they went, "Well, you're getting it." Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So after this combat, you
Right.
can have that,
Cool.
and it'll be as if you always had it.
Cool. Weird, but cool.
I'm just curious as to whether or not a certain number will no longer read 493653 at the end of this session.
Who can say? That's already different from the other number that I said last session. Right. Cool. So yeah. So where were we? We were about to open
Combat.
a crate, right?
The crate had already been opened, I believe.
Yeah.
Today's session is sponsored by Loot Crate. That's an older reference there, but it checks out.
Today we're doing an unboxing with Necromancer Bob.
Do you have like a treasure chest mini?
Yes.
Probably a mimic.
Okay.
I mean, I can just put a die on the.
If it's
board
an
you
actual
need to.
mimic,
No, it's just to represent where on the board.
in
the
that
tray
case
is.
it's bottom.
in
bottom
between underneath the chandelier. Yeah.
So it's actually bottom left behind the speaker, I believe.
Yes, this one.
That one. It's unlabeled because I think it's just scenery and objects.
Do you want to unmute the Reach Flip?
Brad?
Huh?
Unmute.
Oh, yes.
Get some tunes.
Where's that? Oh, yeah, there it is.
There we are.
I did unmute it.
Is that... You did. There might not be any music.
Ah, yes.
Not yet.
We've not got minis for this yet, have we?
No.
Right, yes, because it's been raining.
I believe I had a ready to action.
Yes. So feel free to clarify where your positions are. I put everyone around the crate except for Ido, who specifically had a ready action.
Rune is so close to it. It's ridiculous.
The game is paused, by the way.
Oh! I think it's going to be a 14 or a 15. I need to check what my modifier is.
I believe I'm currently leaning over the crate.
Is that where the elevator is?
Yeah.
So I'd probably be about there then. So still the same distance away from the crate, but further away from the guy we're delivering
How
it to.
do I...
And Dr. James?
Yes.
Dr. James? Calling Dr. James? Dr. James, Dr. James, are you there?
I am.
You am.
I didn't say something like that. That was a 14 to hit. The first thing that bursts out.
There we are. I think that's all right. So I didn't catch your initiative from last time. So, Ido, what is your initiative?
9.
You did
No,
catch
13.
As in, I haven't written it down in front of me.
Oh, I've got it right here, I believe.
So if I, yes. If I could have everyone's initiative.
13 for me.
13,
19.
19. Faxis.
9.
9.
Was it posted within Spelljammer?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yours
yours
is
is
17.
17.
Oh, cool.
17. Cool. So, yes, you had a surprise action.
14 to hit.
As soon as something appears.
Yeah. Basically, if something hostile appears, if something hatches out of these eggs we've discovered,
Absolutely.
I'm going to shoot it.
I open it, I just shouted, Yogi!
Yeah. No idea.
Ryan, can you move your token one to the left, just so I can select everyone apart from you?
One to the left.
Thank you. There we are.
Oh, they're little.
That's a lot of them.
Sorry.
14.
14 to hit.
I am probably there then. Because I'm in melee with the crate.
Yeah. You can occupy the same space as these things.
Okay.
They're only little. 14 to hit hits.
That is going to be 11 points of damage. Yeah.
That kills it.
I assume I got sneak attack from them being within 5 feet.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Actually, I have no idea what Yogi is. So unless they're like something that can't be sneak attacked.
I thought I shared this with us.
I don't think 5e has
Oh,
anything
it
that
doesn't,
can't
yeah.
be sneak attacked.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
you
Off we
go.
go, chaps. To work. Is he wearing a little armour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, can we keep him?
No.
They look cute and horrific in equal way. Presumably they're not hatched with armour.
You'd hope not.
Genetic engineering to wonderful things these days, Jax.
Should we say you hit the one closest to you?
Basically, yeah, whichever one. Like, say, let's say the closest one to Green.
And where is old Captain Boy?
He was in bed snoring when, while grumpily saying, "Oh, open it up for me, please."
I hate to say I told you so.
It's not a bomb though.
Wait.
It is a lot worse.
Cool. I think that's it. Apologies, this is my first time.
Hey there, buddy.
Everyone's got to learn.
And that, and that.
He's just selecting all the other groups of them to reveal around the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's a chest.
There's a goldfish bowl.
You think these squares on the floor are tiles? That's adorably naive.
Unfortunately, I've not figured out a way of easily applying manual damage in Foundry.
Cool. Oh.
I think I just moved.
Oh.
That wasn't intentional.
Oh, right, okay.
Sorry.
And there's like being dragged back towards the other.
Cool. Excellent. Right. I think I have this. So the first hatchling, seeing his baby brother just have been shot, will wiggle his way over to you.
Oh, they're fast.
I'm going to make an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, go for it.
And this is why I don't really swore.
18 to
It
hit.
hits.
So I'm holding the lid.
Mm-hmm.
Can I smack it with the lid?
Yeah.
Okay. What equivalent weapon would you say that is? You can just give me a dice.
This.
Like a D8, D10, D12.
Let's say D6.
Oh.
Not very dexterous to hit these little buggers, is there?
See, if I was just to punch them, I'd do a D8.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
flavor must.
Yeah. Okay, so that is a total of 9 damage.
Yeah, okay. Hurt it, but didn't kill it.
Ooh.
Heavily wounded, though.
Oh no, I have to use a bonus action to grapple it. Never mind.
Cool. And it will attack Ido. That is a 13 to hit.
Nah.
No. Yeah. Next up, it is initiative count 20. Mert tries to pick himself up, gets caught in the bed covers and just falls out of the bed onto the floor.
You know what? I totally get it.
That's right, you're as hungover as he is.
I fucking was.
Has anyone seen Hot Shots Part 2?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. That is how I'm imagining it.
Which bit, sorry?
The right at the beginning where they grab near the beginning where they grab the dictator. But he's got his sleeping mask on, so he tries to get up and he can't see, and he's
He's dodging all the bullets because he's just walking in his bits.
yeah, and he comes down in like a pink dressing gown and stuff like that, and you've got the special forces there. And,
Oh, you know Ida has like a nice silk robe. Yeah. Like burgundy.
Rune, you're up.
Oh, there's so many of these things.
They're kind of they're babies, and they're
I don't like that.
some of them stuff bits of their eggs caught stuck on them.
I don't like this. You've got this, right? And I run. Disengage and go as far as I can that way.
Just give him a good stab. There's a good chap.
That's 30.
Yeah, that's as far as I go. I will bonus action grab some rocks and cast Magic Stone.
Nice.
So that's it.
Practice.
Okay, I'm going to drop the lid,
Well,
and my hand just goes up to my uniform, and just with one sweeping motion, throws it off completely, revealing a large back tattoo of an astral dreadnought. And I just did a big elbow drop on one of them.
Terribly strong aesthetic.
When you initiative 9?
I was initiative 9, yeah.
I had 17.
That's Jax.
That's me.
Oh, you flipped them.
Apologies.
Well, can I keep that roll for when it my
Yeah,
time
alright.
does happen? Because I was at 22.
Nice.
Apologies. 9.
Like,
And you were 9. 17.
of all people, you simply do not need to apologise to me about this.
Right. Let's try that again. Hang on a minute. Why is it not? See, I'm going to blame Foundry here.
Yeah. There's something about workmen and tools.
It's a shame such wonderful workmen are bound by such terrible tools. Yes, that's the idiom.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Say it all the time back on Oof, yes.
Idiom.
Right, let's try again. Jex. You're up.
Okie dokie. So I will. Okay, so I'll probably. Cool. So yeah, an arm will pull the crossbow from the backpack, and then fire at the closest one, I guess.
Sure.
And yes. That's a 16.
It hits.
Oh, cool. Okay.
These are only babies.
Oh, yeah. Stop saying
Yeah,
that!
We're essentially
babies.
killing children. They're very easy to dispose of. I wouldn't worry at all.
10 damage.
That kills it. Another baby dead.
Infant side looks good on you.
Okay.
Inside.
Can you move me round to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? Yeah, can you move me round to there to try and block
Flank.
them from the captain
Oh, okay.
and to flank? Just kind of both. And I will give my war cry, but you could take that as bardic inspiration.
There you go.
Cool. I'm done.
My mother is a saint.
Get out.
Next up, the one immediately next to Jex will try and take a bite. That is like a 6 to hit.
Who's it trying to bite?
You.
No, that doesn't.
I assumed as much.
You need a -4 and not be wearing armour.
Ido.
Marvellous. I will pass the crossbow from my upper rightmost hand down to my lower rightmost hand. My lower hand will start
It's
reloading
kind of
it.
like a
Yeah, general. I will stab the one in front of me with a knife. That is 12 plus 5, 17 to hit.
17 hits and it's dead. And
Yeah.
it had 1 HP.
Sweet. And then I am going to shoot one of the ones next to... Yeah. I'll go for like the middle one, I guess, for the sort of middle of the concentration. And then there's a 16 on the die, 21 to hit.
Hits.
And then, yeah, skewer another one with a bolt. That is perfectly average on 2d6. So it's going to be 11 points of damage.
Dead.
Sweet. Ah, you got this! Good job!
Then the other one next to Jex will take a bite. Oh, that's a 21 to hit.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Man. That is 4 piercing damage plus 2 poison.
I am resistant to poison, so 1 poison.
Cool. And then make a con save, please.
Okay. Oh god. 8. Is this against me being poisoned? I've got advantage on that. Dirty 20.
You are not poisoned.
Are these the kind of things that lay eggs in you?
Can you see any kind of spiked ovipositor?
I'm too far away.
Question to the floor then.
Now it's Vex's turn.
Okay, well, now I've got advantage. It's either 22 or... I'll take the 22.
Thought you might.
Because I rolled a 2 on the dice. So that is a D8 plus 4. Okay, 5 minutes up. That's 11 damage.
Dead. I don't know why the book thinks it'll take 6 rounds to kill these things.
Yeah.
Probably if they were using standard array stat.
No, yeah, maybe.
The other part of it is like even if these guys have like I don't know what their attack is, but if they have even like a D4 or a D6, if a lot of them go first, then you're dealing with downed players from like second to turn or something.
Yeah. Was that all from Vexis?
Yes.
Well, I've got less than half health there.
And the one next to Vexis will roll a nat 20.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's double die, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 10 piercing and 7 poison.
I'm down.
I would damn well hope so, level 1.
You'd struggle, wouldn't you?
I'd be concerned.
I can fix that!
I had 16 health. That was 17 damage.
Back up to initiative 20. Mert, now out of bed eventually, hops round in his underwear trying to pull on his breeches. Oh, I'll help you soon!
Honestly, same.
Brune.
Why did he... I thought he seemed like knives bounced off his pecs last time. And she'll throw a magic stone at this one, I guess. Or that one, the one that can hit Axis. 14 plus 5, 19. Yeah, 19.
Yeah, hits.
Cool. Get sneak attack. 5 plus... I forget what it is for magic stone.
Spellcasting mod.
Yeah, which is charisma. 9 points of damage.
It is still up.
Bonus action, I throw a knife. 13 plus 7 plus 4 plus 2. Ah, that's like over 20.
Yep, hits.
And then just a d4. 4 points of damage.
It's down. Jax.
Did you say you had that?
Oh, yes! No,
Okay.
no worries at all.
Okay. So,
Just a bit of a pinch in the pericardium, nothing I can't sort out.
right. Well, say hello to it. Okay. Yeah, I'll fire again with the crossbow. Because I'm within melee range, does that impose a disadvantage? I can't remember.
I believe so.
Yeah,
If it's ranged attackable, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. Fine. That's,
There is one feat you can take which will negate that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Crossbow spell.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I could that, or I could try and put them. No. Or I. No. So let's try and hit. I'm not going to roll the second one because that was a natural 1. Yeah. Well, that's me.
I was volunteered to go into Axis, and I thought, no, then with these things to bite
Get
me
one
once,
hit,
it's
yeah,
dead.
then.
The one next to you,
Yeah.
taking offence at that shot you tried to hit it with, will hit you. Oh, I won't hit you. So confident. 9.
Imagine you just opening up a hole in the ooze and it just sails through like a donut.
I do.
Right, wheel over to that spot just there. Just absolutely run roughshod over the body of it and just burst it. Let's see. Glasses on, knives out, needle threaded. Roll hit die, yeah. Plus your it's a hit die plus something.
So fighter get a D10 hit die.
1d6 plus 4 plus 1. So what? So
So it's not hit die.
no, you expend. No, you don't expend hit die. Sorry, it is just 1d6 plus 5.
I'm also imagining that you've got like a little trailer attached to your wheelchair that's just stacked up.
What are you doing
3 plus
to?
5, so
Use a
8
side-
healing.
What are you doing to help heal?
I'm using healer's kit.
Ah,
Yeah,
I mean, be careful. You haven't got many of those.
it's not as if it's a renewable resource either. Yeah, just again, just like open up from sort of there to there, reach in, repair the tear in the heart muscle, and just put them all back together. You can barely even see where the incision was.
Oh, damn slavers.
Is that it?
Say, damn slave.
I have. That was my action to do that. The only bonus action I have is 2 weapon fighting for now. So,
That's right. Okay.
yeah, that's me. Up you get, oh good chap.
Another bite at Jax. Fucking hell. Nat 1. Maxis.
Okay,
That's
half
it,
my
man.
movement to stand up, and I'm going to attack the one that's between us.
Yeah, sure.
You sound
You
really
did down
disappointed.
him.
Yeah, I did get downed with a single blow.
Yeah. Like multiple dice.
That's
is-
my only.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
had
It's the only
8
damage.
creatures.
Well, I'm glad I was rolling at advantage because one of those was a natural 1. Instead, we'll take the 22.
Yeah, that hits.
No, it's the one that's got armour.
Yes, the one
The one that hatched with armour, yeah.
I elbow drop it for 6 points of damage.
Still up?
Which one of the two? Neither of them have... that one.
Yeah, that one there.
The one that you've got advantage on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh, and for my bonus action,
Oh.
because it's still up, I make an attempt to grapple it as a bonus action.
Sure. What do I need to roll for that?
It's I believe my athletics versus your athletics or acrobatics you choose. You need to, I got an 18.
Not 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
It is not grappled.
It wiggles out.
It's like... and at the top of the initiative order, Mert rushes for his belt and rapier, but as he does so, his breeches slip down en route and sends him sprawling onto the floor again.
Don't worry. Don't rush. No fuss.
Help is on the way!
No, it isn't.
Yes, I'm sure.
Rune.
I will hurl another magic stone at the closer one, the one that hasn't been damaged yet. 11 to hit.
Still hits.
Damn.
10 AC, folks.
Yeah, so odds even. No, slightly better than even odds, even if
Yeah.
you got no modifier.
10 points of damage.
That kills it.
And then I may as well throw a knife at the other one.
Good job.
20 Eldritch.
Yep.
2 damage.
Hey! I get to limp on.
Hey!
That is the unkillable
It's a
Neogi.
dice by your footage.
Is it one of the bouncy ones?
No, it's just
Oh.
me being clumsy.
Jax!
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I will fumble with the crossbow and once again try to fire. Fire a bolt in. That's either a. I think that's a 13. No. 15, sorry, or a
Yes.
22. Okay, so 15, and then that is going to be.
You can do more than 2.
It's 10. I've rolled another 6 on it.
And it's gone. They are all dead.
Brunch, perhaps?
Are we going to eat them?
Oh, no, I was saying there's going to be some kind of, more civilized breakfast. A grapefruit, perhaps?
Oh.
Uh,
Right.
I stand up and kick the crate.
I pulled the knives out of the ones that I threw. I need these back because
I will have had to pull the knife out of that one. Jex, my good friend, not really my specialty. Would you care for medical assistance? You appear to be leaking some kind of cytoplasm.
Yeah. Yes. As I put a hand on my side and the liquid just goes through the hand.
I pull out
confusing.
this giant 3-pronged syringe,
Ooh.
stab it into Jex, withdraw a bunch of the fluid from inside, pull out a vial with other liquid in, squirt it in, mix it back in, draw out the vial, stab it back in and inject it. It's a little artificial clotting agent, might help with the whole exsanguination. Well, it's not supposed to
I
exsanguination.
don't have blood. What's
Explasmination.
clotting?
I don't know, but it is terribly effective. So yeah, 1d6 plus 5.
Something has clotted and I'm back at full health.
If he clots, he's going to die. He's going to stop being able to move his bits around.
You say that.
As the last Yogi dies, Mert pulls his blade from his scabbard and goes, "Ha ha!" And doing so, he actually takes his belt with it, and his breeches fall down again. So with the sound of battle, all sorts of alerts start to go off, and then eventually there is a thunder of booted feet. Some of the security forces that you saw around the academy today show up, and Mert is looking particularly angry. Eventually, Master Blip comes into the room.
That's the gnome.
That's the gnome that gave you all of those wonderful healer skins.
I'll just raise up a 1/5 empty healer kit and just go.
It's difficult to tell, but he looks worried. His eyes are a slight shade of blue. His bronze moustache hangs lower than usual. And his mechanical eyes have sunken in their sockets. With regret, Master Nerd, this attack was merely a diversion. While our forces were being drawn here, more burglaries were reported across the academy. Our thief has struck again.
Well, I hesitate to say this, but I think there also may be a risk of possibly some kind of assassination attempt. Someone has clearly poisoned this man. He's experiencing acute dehydration, liver trauma, sensitivity to light.
I'm fine. Yes. Well done, everyone. Who are you?
Dr. Idolamantis James at your service. Yeah. Just pick one.
That joke is never going to get old.
It hasn't.
I'm Rune. I don't know why I'm here. There we go.
Fantastic.
That's good.
You good, sir?
Vaxus.
Talker, great.
Jex.
Thank you, and all. As I hope you can understand, this is a high security matter. Can you keep everything that you saw here to yourselves until we get this matter sorted?
Who was delivering you the crate? Who originally sent you the crate?
I have no idea. The crate showed up this morning. We're going to need to do a
slowly
thorough
grind some
investigation.
into the carpet.
He will give you a slightly winded thanks after all of the excitement. Tosses an ingot worth 50 GB to all four of you. One each.
Each?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. Says, can you be discreet? I'm sure upstanding new recruits such as yourselves are sure to come to our aid in the future. But for now, go back to your quarters.
Okay.
Will I have long enough to look inside the crate?
Yeah.
So, apart from the remnants of eggs and whatever those things were, is there anything else? So, what has someone shipped him eggs? Like literally just eggs, or did it look like there was something in here before?
No, this is not like in amongst like some med kits. There is some eggs. This is just literally just a crate full of hay and then eggs sort of kind of
okay, so
nested.
someone shipped him. So yeah, it's it.
Medkits, you say?
We're running a bit low.
So this is where the first session was supposed to end. As a result, you kind of whisked back to your quarters, dismissed. The extra special security helmets that you were given to sort of come up to this room in the first place are taken off you by the guards as you leave, and then everyone levels up.
Hey!
So I'm thinking, for a group name, the Medkit Madmen.
Do we gain all the benefits of a long rest, including the removal of our exhaustion level?
Yeah, I believe that's when you long rest, you get 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just double.
Yeah, I believe so.
Apparently it requires 7.
I like to think that Ido was always a spellcaster, just never seemed to feel the need to use it up to now.
Whilst you're all doing that, I'm going to ask if I can.
There we go.
Why did I say my rolled HP was well?
Because it would be. If you're a barbarian, 12 is rolled HP.
Oh, fighter.
Your rolled HP should be 10.
Yeah. Well, I should now be 15, but... I might have had too many hit points.
You might have. If you switch from barbarian to fighter, because it doesn't do a very good job of updating that rolled HP. It gets very weird, especially if you go up and down levels. And
I do
things.
not remember ever having been a barbarian on this character.
If you go up a level then down, sometimes it will keep it that way as well. Yeah, look.
It is strange.
It is indeed.
That is definitely true.
Artificers get ritual casting, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Let's do something.
Artificers pass question. Yeah, fine. Right.
Oh, so apparently, yes, I was running around with 2 too many hit points for the entirety of first level. Apologies.
What?
I still went down
Yeah.
with a single hit.
It's a big hit, though.
That was a big hit.
Was it 17 damage?
Yeah. 17 damage.
That's one off from insta-killing me.
Yeah.
It was.
Are we using massive damage rolls?
Yes. For a very specific reason.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's coming.
Well, I would say for like a house rule that we use massive damage rolls, but only after you've exited first level.
Sure.
It's kind of we've done that.
Passes around for,
So yeah, that's not me.
Yeah.
That's not me trying to retcon it because survived first level.
Thank you.
But I think if I were to, I think that's the way I would go.
A boon from the gods.
It's okay, you get to have a long rest because you're indulging in your vice.
I found one. Now take them away from me. Thank you.
Right.
Do you want the milk tray?
What ones have we got left? Just my favourite one.
I think over this long rest, you'll see Ido sort of pop down onto the floor out of the chair, and where the Nyogi missed him on that melee attack, it's like fucked up some part of the mechanism. He's in there just sort of tinkering with the interior of it.
I'll probably scrape some of the guts off the wheel as you ran
Yeah,
over.
that kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know if that's a spine, but it's really up in the axle.
Do they have spines?
As far as I'm concerned, they're all spineless.
Not keen then.
You seem to have.
No, but I was also trying to make a joke.
It was very funny.
You seem to have a history with
Nyogi.
whatever. Well, sure. Gesundheit. No, you don't. See, this. He sometimes doesn't have a mouth. He technically doesn't talk, and you have this problem.
And I only talk telepathically. I don't use these.
Can you use those?
I think he will unleash this horrifying
Don't stop! Please
insectile
stop!
scream.
Please stop! I don't like it.
Yeah, I think it specifically
Terrible.
says you cannot be understood unless you use your telepathy.
That was horrible and awful. I'm sorry.
Those are all the worst parts of a Hercules beetle taken off. Without the assistance of magic, you cannot speak with non-Thracian languages you know. Instead, use telepathy to convey your thoughts. You have the magical ability to transmit your thoughts mentally to willing creatures you can see within 120 feet of yourself. Contact creature doesn't need to share a language, but must understand at least one language.
So we can just choose not to understand you at any time.
Yeah.
Or not to hear you.
Interesting.
Can't make a character too annoying if you're going to be after a cream then.
That's a really good point, though. Yeah.
That just means that I should be able to cream bard.
Yeah.
The braces.
Yes.
Do we notice that?
No,
he now has them.
they've always had them.
Or has he
Ruden's
had
always
them?
had those.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember admiring how good they looked on
My
them.
mother, my father, One of them gave it to me. One of the mothers or fathers gave these to me.
Your species, do they do social co-parenting, or is it more of a sort of genetic soup kind of deal?
It was a social co-parenting kind of thing. I think
marvelous.
I don't think I have more than one actual
Genetic
parent.
parent.
Yes, as far as I know, anyway. But I never knew which one it was because they don't really do that kind of thing.
Yeah, you, the players, know it's new. If this is a TV show, the camera would linger on them for a little bit, but all of you in character act as if he's already had them. If they'd already had them.
I need to find a bow. For some reason, I've forgotten to get the bow because these are all.
Well, the old chap gave us.
Oh, you give us a ingot. Very.
I mean, I was going to spend this on more healers kits, honestly, but if
well, I only need a longbow, I suppose. That is fine.
Given that you didn't realise you had this item, if
Yeah,
you
it's a
wanted,
bit
to
weird.
tweak it for something, we can
I will
have
say,
a chat about
I
it.
don't think rogues get proficiency with
The
longbows.
bracers of archery give
you proficiency.
Fantastic.
Because while you are attuned, you gain proficiency with short bows and long bows, and you gain a +2 on damage rolls.
Plus 2 on damage rolls.
Yeah.
Huh, fair enough then.
That's why I picked them.
Ignore me.
So I must have gone. That's a really good item for a rogue. Let's get that.
Yeah. There's a couple of different spells I was sort of considering taking.
I've only taken one spell this level, and that's Fist.
You sound like that waiter that was chatting me up.
That is a different context depending on where it's said.
So I've taken Detect Magic, Expeditious Retreat, and Fairy Fire. Because Expeditious Retreat is effectively just gunning action light.
It's attach a rocket booster to the side of your wheels.
It's exactly that, yeah. I'm trying to work out what I want, because there's a couple that would be useful, like Featherfall. I also really like the idea of Grease. Jump as well, just a bit of a ramp on there.
The Fairy Fire is always good.
Fairy Fire I've already taken.
Oh.
So I'm looking for my 4th pick.
Like Grease is very. This is Artificer, yeah.
Yeah, it's very good.
Grease
It's
is
very
very
Inspector Gadget, isn't it?
Grease is like Grease Monkey
Yeah, well.
or Grease Bug.
Actually, I'm going to use the 50 that I just got to get it because the longbow is 50 gold.
Nice.
So.
So if we've returned to our bunk, where was our bully sleeping?
I was also curious about that.
I don't want to bother her, please. She's not that bad. She's just a little.
I'm just curious.
Please
if
rest assured that nobody at all will have any evidence of us fucking.
That's rad.
This is how I end up with a rival or a vendetta, and then it becomes a thing, and I don't want a thing.
Do you want to try pulling the sword off the stone yet?
No, I don't.
Well, that's another go. No.
Do you want to try pulling the sword from the stone?
What were you using to attack in the... Did you use the sword at any point in the combat? Okay.
I used it during the holodeck.
Doesn't count because it's holodeck.
Okay.
Can I fit into the cracks between the sword and the stone to try and eject it that way? Does that have any effect?
It is sealed tight. You cannot get in there.
I like the let's try erosion.
Yeah.
Gradual acidic weathering.
In 1,000 years, I'll have that sword free.
Well, it's not for me. I've already tried pulling it out.
For some kind of chosen one, presumably.
Yeah.
No,
But
no,
I think
no, that's not
Do you-
in any
Do you want to
universe.
prove you're not the chosen one?
No, because
Just
if
try and pull the sword and
because
you
if
will
I
not be the
pull,
chosen one.
but I pull it and then I am, and then I have to deal with all of it, or horrible, terrible things happen to me. I don't want. No, do not want at all. Ever.
The safety of the fate of the universe rests on.
No,
the
it does
sword.
not. It does not. It might, maybe, but for somebody over there.
Well, yeah. So just
Go have her pull it.
I'm going to walk up to the bully.
Shit,
I'm gonna
your
walk up
arms
to our
like
bully.
like round there, and just do finger guns. Just directed towards.
Oh, I don't like this.
Thank you for that.
Okay, I'm going to walk up to the bully, put the sword down in front of her, and go, "Do you want to try pulling the sword from the stone?"
You actually?
Yeah.
She tries to grab it. Nothing happens. Roll me perception.
all of us or just
Anyone who's actually watching this.
average?
Sure.
I'm going to spend my inspiration because that was a natural one. Actually, no. It's going to be funnier if it's a natural one, isn't it?
Could I use this time to make a slightly different check?
Sure.
I am just going to. You see, like Ido, like just a little dot of like psionic light appears between his antennae, and you see a bar of soap just sort of gradually bob along behind her. And just placed very gently down.
22 perception check.
One total.
Would you like a stealth or sleight of hand for that?
It's mage handing.
Yeah.
Don't need just give me stealth for that. Give me a sleight of hand.
18 then.
And where are you putting this soap?
Just slightly behind her.
Also, when she walks away, just,
Yeah, as if it has fallen off someone's bunk and just slipped directly into the right position.
is it a wet bar of soap as well?
Just a little bit.
8 on perception.
One might say just enough.
The sword does not budge. However, you notice her eyes turn black for because like she's a moon elf, very silvery eyes. They just go completely black for like flashes that hardly at any time.
I'd swear you almost had it.
Is it towards?
I didn't think you did.
Is it towards the end of the day?
Yeah, because you've been doing all of these training activities throughout the day. This can be before or after you've done rest. Yeah. We all
Like to
leveled up.
Yeah.
sleep in my
Leveled
halfling
up and
sized
I
bed.
sleep in my bucket.
Marvellous.
Sleep on my slab.
So we now move to a montage. A week has now passed since your first eventful day at Spelljammer Academy. Your days have been filled with training in the art of spelljamming or in the spelljamming corps. But tensions are running high thanks to a recent rash of thefts and attack against the Academy's founder, the Merciless. The Academy's instructors have made it clear that it's business as usual for new cadets though. But today is the day. It's officially the start of your Academy training. Fresh from orientation, you and your crewmates are a report to Sarth Asmin, the Spelljammer training officer, who taught you to sort of attune to the spelljamming helm before. But before you head out though, your first stop is to the Academy refectory for a hearty breakfast.
I said we needed a brunch.
It's been a hell of a week.
That's cool.
Found on the cadet quarters level, the refectory is a large communal dining hall with a patio. The room is well lit by a dozen blue and glowing orbs attached by a bronze-coloured rods in the ceiling. An L-shaped counter to the northwest is covered in small tools, contraptions and alchemical tubes and containers. Behind that counter, a door bears a sign that reads "Staff Only." When you arrive, a stocky gith named Petty Officer Winston Ryback is behind the counter doing what he does best, preparing meals for the Academy's hungry cadets. You can line up to get some food, you can sit with the cadets.
I'm going to just be stood there looking at the door and just going, so we need a staff to get through that.
Wit!
That is not right. No.
I was making a joke.
I don't know if you were. I can't tell anymore. It's been a week and this is the third time you've made that joke.
I think he's
But in fairness, 2 of those times it was appropriate, and this is one of those times.
That's fair.
I think
Yeah.
he's joking if he says more than one word.
Oh.
Unless it's
That is
Pull
just
my sword.
that's Homer Simpson as a hit.
how dare you, my mother was a saint.
The petty officer's wife, Marge.
Hip Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
There you
So we have arrived at so when I said we were here for breakfast, you said there were contraptions. Are they like food making contraptions?
Food making contraptions.
Okay, so okay, cool. It's not like we've been sprung with a surprise test. And
No,
you've
no,
got,
no,
like
no,
assemble a phaser or something.
No. Like anyone who runs a respectable gallery, he is a staunch believer in the 4 basic food groups: beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard.
I was going to ask for an ungodly amount of bacon and eggs.
Do you have a muffin?
So you are going
Yeah.
up to the... Hey cadets! How's it going? You are the talk of the town!
Why?
I hear you saved our good old Mert.
Nonsense, petty officer, nonsense. We're merely in the right place at the right time, unlike, say, other people.
We weren't supposed to talk about that. That was a thing we were not supposed to tell.
Hey, we'll keep
people.
it between us, you know?
Yes!
There are a number of reasons we were not supposed to talk about that. One of them being that it didn't. Never mind. Do you have any muffins today?
I do not. I have this, and he offers you his signature dish, which is
Bowl
the
for
same
beans,
thing.
you get a
whiskey and
choice. You get a choice. It is a smoking concoction of deep fried meat or beans held together with sticky starches. Most cadets have resorted to calling it gunpowder chowder.
Love it here.
That did not come out of me very nicely last time. I'll go with the meat.
You know what? An extra portion for our heroes.
Oh, I don't like.
2, please.
Just fill her up. You can put more on.
I said 2. Oh,
Like,
for our hero.
like an enormous amount of food will pass into Ido, and it's all through 2 immaculately held pairs of knives and forks.
I know, and then he goes to like a refrigerator and he offers you like a bottle of blue glowing liquid.
Like tendrils.
Into the bottle. That is always very concerning.
What was what was stolen?
A look of frustration goes in his face. Various paperwork, star charts, and between you and me, they stole my custom pistol.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
Let your pistol off.
Yes, it is now gone.
Where did you keep it?
In my quarters, in the officers area.
So it needs additional clearance to get in there, right?
Yeah, well, the star charts are equally as secure. Well, we assumed they were.
Any clues?
They don't. I'm just a cook. They don't tell me.
But you knew about the fact that we had saved the captain.
Look, kid, everyone already knows.
But we were
Yes,
told.
well, let's get
Gossip travels
secrets.
fast.
Someone must have talked.
We were told not to tell anyone, and he was there, and the I suppose there was a bunch of security officers as well. So, well, oh well.
You know, Winwood talked to Rodney, who talked to Val. They would get around, you know.
What did your pistol look like?
And he will describe for you like a Smith & Wesson revolver with the energy attack the hilt grips. It's built into this one.
As this week has gone on, Ido will have repeatedly often suggested various weird alien-looking food supplements to add into your diets. Like most of them don't taste of anything. Some of them are just like odd and ersatz and weird. And has given many like suggestions that this will definitely improve X quality, and X quality is definitely not something a human would consider good. Yes, make your nails grow far thicker.
I'll try it.
Is that, I don't think I need that, but why not?
I do.
Hey, guess that's it.
How are you guys feeling about today's exercise?
They're on. Yeah, what
I'm
is
always up for exercise.
what is on the docket today?
From what I hear, it is your very first scored session. You'll be up against another team. And you're trying. No, those guys over there.
Is it the bully?
It is not the bully, but you do recognise one of them. It is Micken.
Is it the kid?
The nervous kid that you saw before.
Is he part of every group?
He's changed teams again, I guess.
Maybe he was kicked out.
Wait a
of
minute.
Green Lane.
Is this one of those cases that he's always been in that team?
No.
Okay. So
So he has notably weaned
So,
as
so the
characters
camera is
go.
not paying him particular attention.
Okay. I don't know.
As luck would have it, he is sitting at a table which has the only space left in this dining hall.
I guess we will join them.
Mick,
Good luck, guys.
thank you.
Cheerio.
So will we?
Walk up, sit down next to Micken. Micken, pull my sword.
Okay.
It's not a euphemism.
Nothing happens. You can roll
No.
your perception if you'd like, but oh yeah, that's making. Hi guys. How's it
Tell
going?
me, is your blood iron or copper based?
I don't know.
Red or blue?
Red.
Oh, then have this.
What is it?
Chin Chin.
It tastes like
I'm gonna.
it tastes like blue.
If you would like me to roll a persuasion check, I certainly will.
Yes, please.
That is an Eldritch 0.
You should try it. It tastes like blue, and then you.
What does blue taste like?
I don't know.
Ah!
It tastes of blue. You can't really describe it. There's lots of things that taste like blue.
No, thank you. Not on
You
the day
hang on
like
to
today.
it. You hang on to it. If you see yourself growing a tail, just knock that back. It'll be absolutely fine.
Well, you really blew that one.
Ha! Comedy.
Can you all make me an insight check? Or anyone who's talking to make an roll me an insight check.
11.
25.
17.
Is he still super nervous as well?
12.
Yes. So 17.
11, 12, 17.
25.
Yeah, so you two notice that he is incredibly nervous, much more so today than he was before.
You're right there, young chap. You appear to be as I'll lean my horrible insect face. You seem nervous. You seem. You're perspiring. You're breathing is shallow. You're pale.
I can't understand why.
And he just sort of sang, I can't do it, guys. Like, I tried to team up with Vivina just to sort of boost the old confidence, and that turned out to be a disaster. I don't want to associate with her, and now I'm, with these guys, and there's a few others, just sort of give you a wave, but I can't do it. I'm going to fail today's test.
Nonsense.
No.
Nonsense.
Oh, are we doing it all together as a team?
Are we competing against them?
Yeah, you guys saved Mert. You're going to beat us, and we're going to lose.
But that
I'm going to
doesn't-
get kicked out.
But that doesn't mean that you get kicked out. I don't know how that works. Maybe you get like
Neither
a score.
do I, and that's what scares me.
Well, the first time I saw you, you were in the simulation with us and you died. So you're doing better than that.
I died.
Yes, that happened. Well, we didn't see
I think it was a copy of you. Like it was
It's very strange. It's confusing. But you.
that was mostly on us.
Even
frankly.
the simulation thing's not going to fail.
No, the simulation thinks you're going to die, and we were going to let that happen. That is what the.
That's an us problem, frankly.
Yes.
And look, you can't compare yourself to people who are awesome, heroic, frankly destined. You
I'm
simply
not that.
can't.
I'm not that. That is something I am not. It's not a thing. Please don't spread any rumors.
Won't.
Good.
Not like anyone will talk to me.
We're talking to you right now, and then your friends over there, they're not talking. They're being very quiet. It is confusing.
Are you going to attempt to cheer him up a little bit?
I'm gonna try.
It is.
There are multiple ways to do it. So how you can
My-
sort of just generally buck up his spirits.
One-
You can distract him. You
Can
can.
I administer some synthetic stimulants to him?
Do you want to drug him?
Yeah.
All right. That's fair.
You can, but it would be temporary, and that is important.
Is doping illegal in this quadrant?
You shouldn't.
Ah.
Well,
Although
my
big
There
dopes
might be
have.
tests. Well,
Ah.
my mother used to always tell me that it is better to be happy than to be destined. People who are destined die a lot, and they're not ever very happy.
And you're not the destined one because you couldn't pull the sword out.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check. Or do you?
oh, okay. That's gonna
Make it a
Alright.
I'll use my inspiration.
It's two better than an Eldritch Zero.
Ah!
Clocked.
Hi, Misty.
Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Was it-
I got 25.
And 12. One of my strongest suits, and I got a 12.
12 is what you needed, so that is 3 passes.
As a group, that yeah.
Mhm.
That'll do.
Can I also bardically inspire him
Sure.
as well? As you have been generous enough to flirt with me, I would like to share something back.
Love the aliens.
Well, the exchanging of fluids on your face, that's a gift, is it not? That's how we flirt? Have I...
No.
Don't ask me, I'm a giant bug man.
Okay.
I don't know.
Apologies, mixed signals. I thought you were offering...
I'm sure you're a very nice person.
I don't even know.
Checks, I'm an anatomist, not a sociologist.
I don't even know
Okay.
if I'm a nice person. Cool.
Well, either way, I will sing you a song of my people, and... No, big one. So the
Blah, 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 blah,
so
blah,
the bottle that I have been drinking is now empty, and I will sort of kind of enter that and then adjust the levels and sort of swirl it around to make different noises.
That's cool.
Which is kind of
Roll me a performance.
yay. Still,
Are you proficient with instrument bottle?
I am actually. that is literally my signature. Where is performance? So that's 14. I assume I don't get anything just because I'm proficient with the actual instrument. It's literally just performance.
Your performance, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So 14 then.
Unless you're not proficient in performance, then it's not.
Yeah, no, I am proficient in performance, and that's my specialist thing. I assume I don't get any extra stuff. 14 still, it's all right for a level 2.
I'll make a note of that.
Cool. And yeah, he's
always nice.
he's bardically inspired, but that'll only last for 10 minutes. So
Might matter.
Hmm?
It might matter. Like I said, it is better to be happy than to be destined.
I think you have gotten all the information you need out of this particular vignette, but if you want to talk a bit more, I'm happily allowing you to do so, but otherwise we will...
no, I think
wrap up
I've
breakfast.
embarrassed.
You have successfully
myself
cheered him
enough.
up, though. He
Yes.
seems... You leave this conversation with him looking not... he's not walking out of there with a stride in his head, but he's definitely not the nervous wreck that he was when you first sat down next to him.
More distracted. So
What would have happened if we did demoralised him, I wonder?
Yeah.
So, do solids excrete fluids for other reasons other than flirting?
I believe so, yes. There's a large amount of excretory systems. You have your urinary tract, you have your tear ducts. When there's some kind of, I'm not sure, emotional damage? I might affect a centre of the brain I'm not aware of from my studies, but yes, the face leaks
Happy, sad.
Yes, those ones.
So what?
Taking a face full of pepper.
Yes, that's also an emotion I've heard of.
So just to clarify, sorry, a week ago when we were saving the captain and you got mobbed by the things and then you fell on the floor, liquid. That wasn't you flirting.
No, that was him dying.
Dying.
The two aren't mutually exclusive.
A good. It obviously doesn't go for all humanoids, but a good one with the primate descended ones is if red stuff is coming out, very bad. Yellow stuff, that's normal. Brown, well, that's certainly a part of it. Clear, that's a bit harder. There's different ones for that one. So basically, if you see red fluid pouring out of this one, maybe this one. Haven't checked yet.
Don't know.
Yes.
It depends.
Ah, I see. That's curious. Yes, if you see red fluid pouring out of Vaxis, let me know.
Gotcha. I think we're ready for our test.
Excellent. So before the test itself, you are summoned to the Spelljammer Nexus with Sarth waiting for you. This time, so before there was sort of a big rune circling through on the floor, and that was it. You stood in it and you did the test.
Yeah.
This time there's a actual spelljamming helm sat there. Where is it? Greetings, cadets. Last time you attuned your mind to the Spelljammer Nexus, you got a taste of the power that you'll have at your command. But now is the time for you to choose your path, and you'll gesture for one of you to sit in the chair.
Nope, not it. Not it.
You will all get a go.
Oh.
I think I went last time, so I'll go first this time. That's agreeable with everything.
Works for me.
So you sit in the chair, the runes light up, and you feel like a probe against your mind. And she comes and sort of stands before you. What are the characteristics of the great commander? What sort of commander will you be?
Is she expecting a verbal response? Okay, yeah. No, I assume that wasn't a thinking.
It was not
sort of-
rhetorical.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You're not wearing the spelljamming sorting hat.
Yeah.
I love the phrase, that was not rhetorical, in a floaty elf voice. That's just wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. Confidence, faith, and strength.
Marvellous. Now, using the helm is much like flexing a new muscle, moving an arm you never knew you had. Will you control it with your strength, forcing your ship into check? Will you use your mind, outsmart your enemy? A great tactician can be devastating even when the odds are not in your favour. Or are you quick to adjust your plans? Beware the ship that can outmaneuver you. What sort of commander will you be? And so mechanically, what you're about to do, you're about to gain proficiency in controlling a spelljamming ship, and your answer will determine which stat that you'll use to control the ship.
I see. So there was strength, cunning, and what was the other one?
Quick to think. But I'm happy for you to, if you can come up with a reason why you'd use a particular stat. This thing is like using your mind, so any of the mental abilities you can use it. It's akin to another arm. Any of your physical characteristics can also be an asset here. So as long as you can justify it as Jex, then I'm happy for you to pick any of your stats.
It would probably be agility, so dex to
Deftly pilot.
yeah. That's the word I was looking for. Cool. Do you need another check?
No. This is you, because you had the check last session. You've been training on enough for the last week or so. This is now you sort of solidifying that training and using it to get a skill which will be used later.
Ooh.
And if you're happy with that, she'll justify you to
Yeah, I think I'll use it. Because I can't think of anything offhand as how I use charisma. I can't sweet talk a ship into.
I mean, you could if basically you are talking mentally to
It's
the
like a
interface.
battle of wills against a magical ship. Again, I'm happy for you to pick any of them, as long as you can give me a rationale for it.
Okay, yeah. Well, I prefer charisma actually. Yeah. As I learn the challenges faced by solids and integration of society, so too do I form a similar bonding relationship with the ship, and we talk through strategies together. Yes.
Excellent. You will form a beautiful symbiosis.
Yay.
Please step aside. Who wants to go next?
Okay. I think Ido really tanked this role last time. And so whenever he has been sort of sat up at night, sort of laconically reading a book, oh yes, inside the book or whatever, like arcane medical text he's had written in this scratchy insect language, there's been like the technical specs of the ship inside there, and he's been furiously revising because he will not have this happen again. And as he sort of rolls up against it, oh, so you've changed for the X4 couplings, that's marvellous, and then just sort of slides over.
Does he? I'm going to roll insight on that.
Yes, please do.
My
My passive deception is 8.
Oh, I got a 9.
Yeah, you like completely see through him. Yeah.
But my question is he saying, oh, the X4 capacitors, is this undercurrent like, oh shit, I was reading up on the X3?
I think it's more that he went, the moment he walked into this room, he looked for something he could make a flippant comment about.
So it's technically accurate, but also
Meaningless.
Well,
Yeah.
let's find out if it's technically accurate. Roll me an int.
I'd love to.
Ooh.
That is going to be, is that raw int? Yeah, 17.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
observed.
Thank you. Just like, again, passive deception, just like, it's like, oh, thank God, approval.
We periodically locate all of our helms.
Marvellous, yes, state of the art. Well, yes, I've been doing a little reading, I suppose, and
I think how badly he did before was bugging him.
yeah.
Lose any inspiration.
I said lose it.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I had inspiration. It's now gone.
Right.
I will take that. It's deserved. It's not going to stop.
This is both a payment for now and an apology for the future. Right. What's the going here then?
What sort of commander will you be?
Oh well, of course I may be a surgeon, but of course the most incisive and valuable tool in a surgeon's bag is of course the mind. I see you've got the yes, you've gone for the etheric routers rather than int is the he rambles and just pulls out just completely pointless stuff that is not relevant. Like he's got like a surface understanding of the facts, but none of the context. Int versus whiz, is what I'm saying.
Would you like to roll to see how well you do this time?
I do. I really do. That is 17 on the die. Is that an int or just raw?
You're gaining proficiency in it, so it's
Proficient int?
Yeah.
23.
Well, the ship appears in the air again. This time it is solid.
He really needed that.
He believed.
Almost like he was shipping bricks.
No, I think he would have been
Negative
insufferable.
inspiration.
Where was that negative inspiration? I can't do that. The interface doesn't let me. So, aha! A loophole.
I have inspiration.
I can't lose inspiration if I don't have it.
Just going to drive my spelljamming ship through this giant loophole you've created. Yeah, I'll bring the ship back down and
Masterful.
yeah. There's been a lot of like I think I only need to sleep 4 hours a night or something, and every spare moment has been made trying to fill in for this deficiency he has found in himself.
I want you to know that when you do that late night studying, you chitter, and it's so loud. It's a nervous thing, I think. Please stop.
I do not require sleep and can remain conscious during a full long rest, though I must refrain from strenuous activity.
So you can just spend the entire thing with
I have been reading 12 hours a night to get this done.
There has been 1 or 2 knives thrown your direction. 100%.
Entirely fair.
Maybe also a bed.
It's like thunk, thunk.
Yeah, cool. I will, step out of the illusion flip.
And you two, which one of you is destined to sit in?
No! Why? Why you? Why? You know it upsets me. Him. He's destined. Go take the man with the sword and the stone first, then.
I'm not destined, it's been categorical.
No, that's not true. You've got the sword. You must be destined. You're destined to find the person who is destined. Sit in the chair.
I go and sit in the chair. Is it an actual person or an AI that's...
No, it's the instructor that you met last time.
Do you want to try pulling the sword?
Nothing.
Well,
Be weird if it was that man.
No. She looks like an elf, but she's a human. That's what got me last time.
Oh yeah, she's very weird.
She doesn't David Bowie.
oh, right, yes.
Yeah, she's medically altered her eyes to be able to see magic or something strange.
And you? How will you command your ship?
Pushing it to the brink. Strength.
Marvelous. And then, assuming because you had no problem with it last time, I think.
No,
I think
I
I
only
was the only one who did
No.
real badly. Everyone else did real well.
But I did so well that I was the one who got the
Oh, you got the dust.
Dust of the Wanderer.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick strength. He said strength,
Mhm.
and I'm also picking strength.
Fair.
Trying to get everything that I want to do across with as little words as possible. But I couldn't think of a pun.
It's fine. We can stop until you.
The first miracle of the session.
I'll sit down for a spell.
Very nice.
Seems you were fated to be last.
Yeah, fine. Whatever. At this point, we've gotten to this point. Sure, I sit in chair.
And how will you command your ship?
Like I do most things, I let the fate I don't want take me where it will. And I think that's kind of... Rune's charisma is based around the fact that fate kind of moves things into her path so that things happen the way they're supposed to, whether she likes it or not. So I think charisma is how she controls the ship.
Marvelous.
Look, it's going around just like I wanted, sort of, to.
Like it was destined.
Please, why?
You
So
are ready.
Toning's quite a serious game, yeah?
Mm.
Yeah. So we've gone just to charisma, int, strength.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so you'll gain proficiency to use a Spelljammer Helm with that skill.
that.
Whenever I ask you to make a skill check, one commanding a Spelljammer ship, that's the
That's
stat
the
that you'll use.
Sweet.
With that, you're ready. Make your way to simulation deck.
Fantastic.
Oh, alright.
I've just noticed languages. We've got common and also GIF.
Ooh.
I've also got Gith.
I just took that randomly.
No, I think it recommends it.
Do we
Does it? Oh.
run into your man, the young kid who was the nervous one?
Micken?
Micken.
Not at this point. You're about to.
We're about to, like, when we get into the simulation deck, do we sort of meet?
Yes. So you arrive at the simulation deck at the same time as another team of vets. Micken is one of them. There are two others. I might have their picture.
They
D. The ones that make it D.
Oof.
That's hurtful.
Yeah, it's only giving me. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Mikan, Scheherazade, and Buddy A and Buddy B.
Oh no.
Because you were sat next to Mick and
The gang.
So you will have met. Oh, is it gonna do it? Try again. There you go. Cricklet.
I was about to say, good God, Megan, what happened?
Did you drink the blue liquid? Sorry, the red liquid that tastes blue.
Yes.
And you'll have met Thread.
That's lovely. That's a jaunty as hell little neckerchief.
I love
And
the
I'm a
neckerchief,
big fan.
yes. It's interesting that they've got a mantis and a
And a
three-
plasmoid.
Have they also got a changeling and a human? Is Mikan the human?
Micken is the human. It doesn't mention the fourth one because these guys will be back later on.
But whatever they are,
technically it's a team
it
of
could
four.
be a changeling.
It could be.
I'm going to choose to believe that either Mikan or this other person is a changeling.
I think what I'll do is oh, hello, Mick. How's things? I'll just go up and... Oh, your uniform's a bit askew there, old boy. I'll go up and get my little pincery hands on his collar and just sort of straighten him up, and I'll cast Long Strider on him as I sort of spruce him up.
I'm feeling better, guys. I've got... You've inspired me. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
You know, smartly presented, smartly won.
Not gonna fail. No.
Nope, you're not going to fail. You're going to be happy.
I hope so. I'm not gonna fail though. Yes, definitely. And after a few moments of sort of banter between the two of you, your boatswain Tartu, who you will have met last time, who was the one that was kind of pulling you out of the simulation deck before.
Is it boatswain or bosun?
Boatswain.
Boatswain is pronounced bosun.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boatswain.
What manner of creature is he?
He's a Hadozi.
Ah, yeah.
What is that?
Monkey Man.
Monkey / flying squirrel kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look,
The one that they recalled the Spelljammer books because of.
Yep.
What?
I'll tell you later.
It's
I'll
not.
tell you off record.
Yeah, off recording, but I'm not going to say anything libelous.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's about the right mood.
Yeah.
This isn't like the Necronomicon thing again.
Maybe.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And whilst I'm showing you pictures, Boatswain is also
That's the
Sarth.
spellgram
Sarth
teacher.
is also
Man has changeling blood in him or something. I don't know.
they both scan you with concentration, and then their faces turn into wide grins. This is going to be fun.
Yes.
And then Tarto then sort of steps in front of you. Where is the bit? Sorry.
It's okay.
This exercise will test your skills, your talents, and will be friendly competition between the two teams. You will be earned points, and we'll be tracking you and recording your progress throughout the simulation. Before we begin, there are one mandatory role here, the one who's going to pilot the ship. Then there's also the captain, and the rest of you will be shipmates. You have 10 minutes to decide what role you'd like to be.
What does each of those entail?
So the captain, whoever assumes this role, is expected to give orders to crew members, who are in turn expected to follow those orders. Shipmates will be operating the training ship's rigging and weaponry. The captain can switch this role as needed. And then finally the Spelljammer is the one piloting the ship.
I am not good at manual labour.
I am fine. I am fine at any role.
Mobility may present an issue, so if I could do something stationary, that'd be appreciated.
Captain or spelljammer ship, maybe.
Yes. Well, if no one else has taken them.
Yeah, well,
Vaxus, how about you, chap?
I'm not sure I can come up with enough puns to be the captain right now.
Yes.
The man was built for manual labor. Look at him.
I have worked a ship before.
And so have I, technically.
okay.
One other bit I have here is that the spell jamming helm requires a keen mind, focus, and magical talent, or in this case, a talent that you have earned as part of your training. The crew relies on their captain to be intuitive, sensible, fair-minded, and decisive, making the captain a good role, a good fit for someone with a high wisdom or charisma score.
I'm out.
I've got high whiz, but not charisma.
I've got medium whiz and high charisma.
Is it wisdom or charisma, or wisdom and charisma?
Or
Okay.
And you want to avoid being the captain
I
as
will
much as
avoid,
possible.
yes, no captains, no...
Well,
I could
in that case,
pilot.
if you were to take on the role of the shipmates, would you prefer to be the
It would
captain
be
or...
nice to be a shipmate without chains this time.
That is concerning.
We'll get back to that.
That
Captain
is-
or spelljammer?
Spelljammer?
So I'll be captain? I'll be mother. Marvellous.
I feel like you'd like to be in charge. Something about the accent says, I have ruled over other small peoples.
See, I would have put them the other way around because you've put so much work into
Or
being
the
good at
accent I'm
piloting.
hearing in my head? I don't know. I don't know.
So shipmates, captain,
Spelljammer.
spelljammer helm. Parto takes a long pull of her cigar and surveys the sort of assigned crew members. Each crew is to navigate their ship for a debris field in the outskirts of Collier, a sodding big gas giant. There, you're to salvage the captain's logbook from the wreckage of an abandoned ship, then return to your starting point with your own ship intact. Gives you all a steely gaze and says, intact, not first. Get the mission done well, not quick.
Alright.
So we're in competition, but we could both pass.
You will find hazards in space, you will find things that you run into, there will be other ships out there, there will be a variety of tasks that test all aspects of your captaincy.
So not a
and
zero-sum game in terms of the teams passing, but one will be scored more highly than the
crew.
other.
Correct.
Marvellous.
Don't crash. That sounds easy.
Doesn't it just?
The simulation doesn't count as a real ship crash, right? That first thing we did. So in which case I've only been on one disaster. That's good. Not my fault. I will point out.
Not mentioned in your paperwork.
That's cute. Well,
Have you seen your paperwork yet?
I have. I've seen my paperwork. There's my signature on it, which I do not remember putting there. But we are where we are now. So let's go, please. Before we ask any
By
more
all
questions.
means.
Crew, move out!
Given that Micken was suitably motivated in the canteen, he will look at you all and say, good luck, everyone!
Yes,
luck.
good.
I've
can do it.
been in one ship disaster. It was my fault. It was intentional.
Wait, this is a thing we are circling back to along with the chains.
And yours, honestly, yes.
That's fair.
It's related to the chains.
So each team has their own simulation room, simulation chamber. Each chamber is a broad circular space with a domed ceiling. Stone walls carved with arcane runes that fill the area with a bright light. And in the centre there is a spell jamming helm with complex illusions designed to test cadets' speed, skill, and ability to work together in a crisis. Oh, you know what? Given apparently Mr. Blip is also here, so
Hello here.
he wasn't mentioned anywhere else up until this point. So here you go. We've now had the
Yeah,
entire
I get to
roster.
see
of
his
characters.
Portraits. The portraits in this module are
They're good.
They're very
fantastic.
good. Yeah.
Saf will accompany you, and Tato will accompany the other crew. Not in the simulation; they'll just escort you into the room. And then for you guys, Mr. Blip is also entering your room as they sort of prepare the machines and the sort of simulation that's about to prepare. He hurries over when he sees you guys, his eyes shifting from a green as he greets you. Excellent. Hello, guys. You going to win today?
Fingers crossed.
Something. I'm going to participate. That is the goal. Participation.
We're going to return intact.
Excellent. Good luck. And then he rushes over to another part of the room and starts sort of tinkering with more magical gear and devices. And then he looks us up. All good to go.
Do I get any kind of sense of like bad feeling from him? Like he might be sabotaging us and we're about to get screwed.
Roll me an insight.
Well, that's cocked. Okay, that's not 10 total.
His enthusiasm appears genuine.
Bad feelings, kind of weird. Anyways, well, let's get going. Or do we just stand here and then the thing around us? How are we doing this?
Good luck, guys! And then the doors will close behind you.
I am scared.
I see you using the XMS controller.
So the things you know about the simulation, it's just like the real thing. It affects all your senses. Everything looks, feels, and sounds real. The illusion is able to create the sense of the characters in areas whose dimensions are larger than the room that you occupy. Everything that happens within the illusion should be treated as if you are truly where you are.
Sure.
There's a holodeck.
It's a holodeck, yep.
I can't believe it's not reality.
And then as before, when the simulation ends, as far as you're aware, you regain all lost hit points, spell slots, limited use powers, and in particular with you, Ido, make sure you don't sort of remove the charges for your healers kit, because those don't actually aren't getting used up.
Yeah, and like I've got so few of them.
Exactly. You conserve ammo where possible.
Got to be really stingy.
And so the illusion.
Make it mad, lads.
Make it mad, lads. Is pretty good. Continue.
The illusion begins, and fading into view is the outside of the academy, where you are on board a ship with just you four, and the Spelljammer Helm. What would you like to do?
Well,
So the instruction was to go out into. Have we been given like maps or charts of where?
Yes, you'll be given a map of where this thing is, so it's just a case of piloting the ship there.
Mixer Jex. What is a course?
Right.
I am proficient with navigator's tools, so I can do the plotting of the course if you then pilot it.
Brilliant. That will save some time.
I will stand here and look out and see if there's things coming.
Cool.
That is my job right now. I'll go with the
with the
nest.
Corsi relays. I plot that in and
sit in the
Mixer
chair.
on
Yes.
lookout.
Do I need to do any checks for the navigator's tools?
Before we do that, the ship needs to take off. Can you roll me
Oh,
a spelljamming check?
Yeah, I did some practice rolls before this just to see.
That sounds promising.
3 ones.
Oh!
So
at least you got them out, right?
yeah. Ooh. So is it charisma plus proficiency? Proficiency's 1 at this stage.
No,
right?
2.
2. Ooh, 21.
Okay. If I had my pieces of card, I would be making a note on a card that says school card. As you successfully roll to lift the ship upwards. The island of Nimbral disappears quickly beneath you, and you pass through the clouds until the spectacular void of wild space comes into view.
I do remember this being very pretty.
Brings a tear to the Omatidium.
You don't have tears, do you?
Nah, speaking metaphorically.
Oh. Very well.
Onward towards the wreck.
Would you like to navigate towards the wreck?
I will, enjoy.
So this will be a series of skill checks, group skill checks. However, because you want to do your navigate, you can roll at advantage, but you will all need to make a roll. So this is a combination of using the captain to figure out where to go, instructing the spelljammer to pilot, and then the guys over here using the rigging and bits to make the ship work. But because you specifically called out navigator tools, you can roll with whatever skill that you'd use to evolve from navigator tools. What would we say for that?
Probably int.
Int.
Like, I don't think I can use a physical skill to work with navigator's tools.
The captain can either roll me a survival persuasion.
I have the proficiency in vehicles brackets space, if that helps.
I also have proficiency in vehicles bracket space.
For this one, survival or persuasion.
That's fair.
The spelljammer, whatever your spelljamming stat is, and then you two, you've already done int for yours, and you will be doing athletics or acrobatics to sort of control the rigging of the ship.
Rex.
Oh, I should not be doing this.
23.
Cool.
I'll take the 22.
6.
Do you have inspiration?
I do have inspiration. Oh, that's way better. 25. No, sorry, 23.
Fortunately, I used his first roll, so I've got 12.
Good shout.
I'll make a note on the scorecard. So with that, your ship begins to accelerate to spelljamming speed. If I could... it's very fast. I do have some numbers here somewhere, but trust me guys, you're going super fast towards your destination. Remember Doug from the other campaign stopping on the front of your ship.
You create some cheeks just so they can ripple.
So our objectives are navigate safely without damage to the ship and return and retrieve the captain's logbook.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
No?
That was it.
So the way a spelljamming ship will work is that it will travel pretty fast, guys, trust me, super fast until it hits the gravity well of something else, whether that's a big creature, whether that's a planet, whether that's another ship. So with that in mind, after a minute or so in this simulated state of spelljamming speed, the ship returns to normal flying speed. A school of giant space eels swims past the ship, and each eel discharges a bolt of lightning as it zips by. The ship is caught in this electrical storm, which starts one or more fires on the deck. You need to fix it. You need to do something.
Put out the fires.
Ship's hands to the fires!
Oh, can I take a bucket? Can I use your bucket?
Yes.
Thank you.
Here's an emergency.
Take his bucket and get some water.
Presumably there are things just dotted about for putting out fires
Yeah,
on the ship. So yeah,
Water, sand.
like, a bucket of sand or something. Yeah.
It's a foldable bucket, so it compresses down to about the size of a large coin, and then as you flick it, it then pops out and then deploys outwards.
So Jex is piloting the ship, so your role has to be the...
Yeah, I can't stop piloting. I'll try and dodge the eels as much as I can.
You are once again commanding your squaddies, so you must give me survival or persuasion. And then you two, athletics or acrobatics, unless you can...
Exercise with me.
Happy with athletics.
Okay.
25.
22, 25...
24.
23.
Ooh, lovely.
Oh, what a lovely the fact it's a run as well.
I've made a note of that. Once you have successfully navigated away from the eels and are a safe distance away, the ship resumes at maximum cruising speed to resume its journey, travelling rapidly. After another minute of the simulated state, you arrive at your destination, the outskirts of an asteroid ship, within which somewhere is the wreckage of the ship that you're supposed to find. You need to find the ship and also navigate safely among the asteroids.
Marvellous work, everyone. Let's get ready.
Need to look out for it then. Presumably
just have a look and peek for it? Or perhaps it was derelict?
They said it was a damaged ship.
So the ship has been either taken out in combat or one of the asteroids. You don't. It's a wreckage of a ship somewhere in it.
Yeah.
So all you know is the ship is in pieces, completely wrecked. It no longer.
We have to just look for it.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Perception,
Yeah.
investigation, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Either one?
But the other one.
Can I try to navigate in a way that will give them the best
Yeah.
vantage
Sure.
point?
Investigation,
Mm-hmm.
19 on the die, 27.
Woo! Lovely.
I don't beat that. Perception is 15.
My perception was also 15, plus 0.
27 does it. You find it on your first attempt.
And I got a nat 20 for my piloting skills.
You now need to get there. So once again.
Well, that was the nat 20 on the piloting skills, right?
No, sir. Spell jamming, survival or persuasion, and then you two athletics or acrobatics.
Take us in, Pilot Jacks.
Oh, that's not so
Yeah.
17.
16.
9.
I slip on my own hands. 7.
You make it to your destination, but you unfortunately graze the sides of an asteroid, and your ship sustains
Too close.
minor
Too close. Too
damage.
close.
I just punched the asteroid on the way past.
That was grating on the ears as well.
Oh, that's starboard. Sorry. Sorry. Wrong side.
Yep. That is okay. It's fine. Oh. Spooky.
That's at least one spook.
I spooked.
Once you pass through the outskirts of the asteroid cluster, you reach the wreckage of a flying fish ship, torn apart by celestial debris. You know that there is a logbook somewhere among this wreckage. Can you all roll me initiative? This is not for combat, this is just a check, just to see how long it takes for you to find it.
Ooh.
That's a 5. That's a 5 for me. Sorry, 4 for me. But even so.
Better than that, at least.
14.
21.
9.
Beautiful.
Does this sound like the ba 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 ba? That's the same musical sequence as when you're waiting for a phone a friend and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
It's oddly
The
specific.
last one sounded like Mass Effect to me.
These are all from Tabletop Audio.
Yeah, they're really good.
So, Rune, you're first.
We have to get aboard the ship. Do I have a grappling hook or something similar?
Yeah, I'd say so. You have
The ship's probably fully
ship's
stocked
got-
with them for
yeah.
when we're
for boarding other
boarding.
ships.
Yeah.
Gravity's a bit like wobbly, wouldn't we?
Do we
Oh,
have
that
our
one
own
too.
stuff in here as well, like the equipment that we've purchased?
Yeah.
In
Well,
which case-
you tell me. You
Yeah, I do-
if you would like to have it with you, you absolutely.
I have a grappling hook. Even if we don't have one, then
Right.
yeah.
I will take a grappling hook, attach it to an arrow, and try and go.
Okay.
with
where,
the rope.
where are you aiming? Just a part of the ship?
The captain's logbook. Do I have a good eye of where the captain's quarters might be? And there's like a windows, because these are like sailing ships, basically. Do I have a good eye of like where the captain's window would be?
So this is not a ship that has been damaged. This is just ship in pieces.
Right.
So, roll me a perception check.
Sure.
You said it's a flying fish ship. Is that a class, or is it actually used to be a fish?
It's a class. A lot of these ships look like other
Sort of
fish.
beings, yeah.
Right.
Fish or insects, as they could
16 on perception.
16?
Yep.
That makes it. So you spot the cabin and sort of just floating around in the debris around it, you spot the logbook.
Oh, there.
How
Rope?
far away is it?
It is, 200 feet away at the moment.
Okay.
Could probably.
Is it to be safe to try and navigate the ship any closer?
Tell me. Do you think your pilot is up to it?
I've been in Astral Sea before. Do we have enough rope for me to just jump and make it?
I have 200. No, we need 200.
I've got 50 feet of rope.
I have 50. Does anyone else have rope?
I've got a grappling hook.
Nice.
Hang on.
What's rope?
I have 50.
50, 50, 50.
Do you have some rope?
Hold on, I am getting there slowly.
We should have spent some of that medkit money on rope.
Hey, now that's a later thing we can do.
I don't think I have rope.
So, I've got a 50 gold ingot now. I could get 50 gold's worth of rope.
Pilot Jex, kindly take us 21 feet closer.
Oddly specific.
This vehicle.
I believe in you,
This
my
vehicle
friend.
can go, and I quote here, incredibly fast.
And yet, I believe an incredible amount in your faculties and abilities.
I will attempt to move it closer.
Just a little bit.
Just a smidge. I assume that's a spell jamming check.
Absolutely.
Oh god. 24.
The ship inches closer.
Right, Captain never should ask someone under their command to do anything they wouldn't. I'm going to, with the knowledge I just picked up Mage Hand to get us another 30,
See.
tie rope. Master Vaxis, would you kindly use your
Yeet!
marvellous physical prowess to hold on to the end of this rope?
Do you want me to also push you in the right direction?
If you would be so kind.
I yeet the bug.
I'll start swimming through, I'll get out my chest, swim through the...
Have you tied the rope off this end?
Yes, I got Vaxis.
Oh, to me!
Yeah.
The sturdiest thing on this ship. My torso.
Yeah. So, in lieu of anything else going wrong, in preparation for anything else going wrong, I have given the command for Vaxis to haul me in the moment that anything bad happens.
Will anything go bad?
I'm preparing an
Because it's
action.
a training simulation about how things can go bad.
I'm preparing an action to pull him in the second things start to go bad.
I see a giant space bug try to eat him. I will shoot it in the eye.
As
That'd be very much
a spell
appreciated.
jammer, can I still cast other spells if it uses a bonus action? So can I bardically inspire him while spell jamming?
So it is more akin to having a magic item attuned to you rather than casting a spell.
So it's not actual actions unless you're actively using it.
Like with driving the car in Avernus, like if you want to do something specific, an action to do it.
But I've got
But you can just let it cruise, or you can not even if you're stationary, you can just
Put it in
cast
half.
it.
Okay, cool. So, but
Yeah.
just before you're yeeted off, I will bardically inspire you. Come back, Captain.
I sort of take off my nice sort of velveteen long coat, drape it over the side, and I'm just sort of in a 18th century seaman shirt with a little ruff at the collar, some breeches. Yeah,
Where did you get that?
it's all the fashion on Uth.
I see.
Now that Rune has pointed out, are you just sort of eyeing Ruffin and sort of just?
Essentially, yeah, I am. I'll because you can swim in the actual sea. Is that right?
Yes, unless you're within the envelope of another ship, which technically this is destroyed, so you're not. So you can in this, but when you're ship to ship, you cannot. It's like two ships at sea.
Sure.
So
So I'm having Vaxis throw my. I think I weigh like 30 pounds or something. Skinny boy. Yeah, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for what anything around there, and then the moment I come within reach of Mage Hand, just a little psychic cone out of the outstretched upper left arm.
Now,
And-
I did actually look at some of the monsters for Spelljammer before I knew that we were going to be doing it, and there is one particular thing that I'm worried we're going to encounter.
What's that?
We'll see.
Astral
Let's
Dreadnought.
find out.
We'll see.
I've got eyes on him. He's fine. Look, he's swimming, sort of, whatever that was. He's got about 2 minutes of air, roughly.
Yeah.
You can breathe
I've
out
got a good, yeah.
I thought you couldn't breathe out there.
You can breathe, and that's kind of the problem because if you go floating off, you float
I can't
around.
remember how far away from your ship the envelope extends, but you have some window until
I've also got a decent con for rounds of.
yeah.
Yeah.
For this, I will remember to look those rules up, but for this
Yeah.
simulation, it doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
But also, you don't age out in the astral sea either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But this isn't the astral. This is just wild space.
Yeah.
So I'll command a Jackson rune to cover me if stuff goes wrong, with access to start yanking as soon as the book is within my grasp.
I'll also try and pull you in.
Yeah.
And can I keep an eye out for other things approaching?
Sure. You three roll me perception, and then you, as you go, as the rope as you get closer to the book, make a roll your choice of Arcana or Sleight of Hand to manipulate the mage hand to grab it.
It's going to be 16.
21 perception.
16 perception.
16.
Ooh. All rolling well.
Mine's been very swingy today. I've either rolled very good or very bad.
I just thought that all three of us rolled 16. Because Brad let the side down by rolling better.
16.
And 21.
21.
You rolled a 21. So you two are solely focused on Ido reaching towards this book. Don't notice anything. You see past that, much further away, like not in your vicinity, but much further away. You catch like a glint of pink, sort of slipping between an asteroid.
There is a small pink thing moving in between the asteroids. It is either a monster or a young woman who has made a terrible life choice.
Could I roll a stealth check to do this stealthily? Bear in mind I have the chameleon carapace, so I can change my chitinous shell to match the colour of my surroundings.
Sure. Roll me an int check, Rune.
Natural 20 for 23.
So you know that at the distance you show this shape, it is bigger than a person. It is a
Never mind.
ship-sized.
Not person who's made bad life choices. Big, very, very large thing that is going to eat him. Don't say anything.
how-
You'll scare him.
Okay. So do you let me know this? Because bear in
No.
mind, you also have 120 feet of telepathy to me.
Yeah, but I'm not going to. Just keep watching him, because if he freaks out, that will be bad.
22 on stealth.
You succeed. Oh, what was the Arcana / Sleight of Hand roll that you made? Sorry.
I really can't remember. I
My fault. Roll again at advantage.
felt happy about it.
Okay, if you
but
felt happy,
I will roll again because that's 14 on the dice, be 18.
That's enough.
Just like,
Against the advice, because we're not telepathically linked.
no, I have to come up
So-
to you and I go,
so-
look, there is
so I
something
will
out
te-
there.
I'll just read you. I'll read
Telepathically-
you the feature
Okay.
just for. I can mentally transmit thoughts to willing creatures within 120 feet of yourself. The link is broken if the distance is more than 120 feet. If either of you are incapacitated, or if either of you mentally breaks the contact, no action required.
Cool.
Well, you're 121 feet away, aren't you? 130.
Well, it would depend how far into my swimming that Rune saw the thing pop up. But if if I'm more than 120 feet, the thing's
It's
broken.
as you got to. You are at the fullest extent.
I'm at the
Okay,
100.
so you're like
Okay.
outside.
Out of
Okay,
range.
I'm out of range.
So
Don't
if
say-
anything, it would be Captain.
Captain, there's.
Don't
Yeah.
tell him, because if he'll freak out there, he might panic, and if he panics and he cuts the rope, there's going to be a very bad time for everyone involved.
But with your roll, you successfully retrieved the logbook.
The one thing I'll say is that Ido loves being out in world space. Like, obviously, growing up on his home world, he, we didn't sort of like discuss a little bit, but they are like quite technologically advanced. They do have spell jamming ships, and I think being able to swim in world space without because world space you swim by like using your mind rather than your body, so he has no mobility limitation in any way while he's in world space. So he's quite happy at this moment. And the moment the logbook is in my hand, I will signal to Vaxus to start pulling me in.
Fax is ready to start pulling you in when you got it in there, so yeah, start pulling it in.
Can I start
He's
to
fine.
slowly move the ship away from the wreck, and ideally in the opposite direction to
The pink thing.
the pink thing that's been pointed out to
As
me,
either is being wheeled in.
as he's being wheeled
Do you
in.
want me to do an athletics check to pull him in quick?
If you'd like to.
I would like to use a check, if I may, to do something slightly counterintuitive. Instead of
Natural 20!
nice,
Total of 26.
instead of doing anything physical like trying to swim back, I will just fully rely on my crew to get me back. I would like to read the last few entries in the logbook to see if there's any reason why the ship is in pieces together. If that is okay.
Yeah.
Please,
Firstly, because I think it might be useful. Secondly, because that's cinematic as shit.
Just like lean back. Oh, this pulling is quite.
if the
Oh,
second to
shit.
last entry is we've been sent on a mission to retrieve a logbook.
Signed, Captain Doctor Idolamantis James.
Captain Doctor.
Captain Doctor or Doctor Captain Doctor?
With a 17, I am slowly moving the ship away.
Can you make it a disadvantage, please?
Oh no.
Mainly because you have a crewmate attached to a rope on the shore.
So with a 15, I slowly move the ship away,
that's
and
no
ideally in a opposite direction to the pink thing that's been pointed out to me, or where the pink thing was last seen, because I assume we can't see it.
You feel a strong tug on the rope as
There we
it starts to... But luckily it is not too violent, so you are not...
Doesn't cut me in half.
Thank goodness they're on their nat one.
Surrender.
Yeah. If I had a nat 1, I would have asked if anyone had inspiration, because I'm not sure what incredibly fast does to being outside of a boat.
Yeah.
To be fair, it would have amputated some vestigial limbs.
I think that's called keel hauling. It's usually considered bad theft.
And you rolled...
Natural 20, 26 to pull him in.
Oh.
So with the ship pulling away and you rolling well on the rope, you are successfully pulled on board really quickly.
I
No,
will, sort of arm around and then, if you
Yeah, I'll
back
pop
in
you back in the chair.
Thank you.
uh,
What did the logbook say? Is there anything in what I'm looking for basically is a strange shape has been sighted by some of the men. That kind of thing.
no, see,
A
nothing.
large pink thing which ate half the ship.
Yeah.
It's not a diary. It's more. It's a log. It is like inventory, like how many crews, members of the party.
So, yeah.
and
So a
watch
manifest.
cards,
More than,
manifest.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And it's not like, let's flick the final page and the last one is just...
Astral Dreadnought bait.
Natural 20 on insight on these guys to work out that something might be up.
Oh, as soon as you're sat down, it's like,
we alright?
we are getting out of here because there is a pink thing.
Very good.
Very big pink thing, larger than a person.
I presume this ship doesn't have any weapons.
It does. Absolutely, it does.
Master Vexus, would you take on the position of gunner if you wouldn't mind? Mr. Rune, if you wouldn't mind joining?
Yes, of course I will.
Pilot Jex, would you rather mind getting us out of here?
Absolutely, Captain. Again, I will plot the fastest exit out of the...
So, much like getting in, you are still within the centre of an asteroid cluster, so you
Yes.
must navigate to get back out. So, without further ado, a survival and persuasion, spelljamming check, and athletics or acrobatics to help control the ship.
25.
Got inspiration, if anyone...
Unfortunately, I spent mine on a pun.
Did we get like permanent points of inspiration at any point?
Right,
Last
is it-
session, we
last
got a
session.
few.
We got a full permanent
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, but I used mine.
I don't think I did because I already had my inspiration ticked when I got the temporary one today. So if they stack, I will give. Below there! Watch out!
Oh, thank Christ. Right,
Was that a natural one for?
yes. Yeah. I wouldn't ask for it.
Rolled so many of those.
Do you want to get some new dice, Mike?
Well, it's because I'm rolling Misty's dice, so I need to
What's Reva's ability in Starstruck called where adding saving throws? It heads up.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Hands up!
17
Sorry.
for the spell jamming check. 17.
17,
25.
19.
19.
11.
Well, actually, your friends did make a note on my scorecard.
Still feeling the burn from doing that rope cardio.
I mean, you did marvellously.
You did. You pulled him away from the pink thing.
Yes. And if you do need anything for the strain on the pectoral muscles there, I can provide some ointments and salves.
Just need a protein shake.
It
Marvellous.
did occur to me that you basically had him out at the end like a fishing pole.
What?
You were at the end of a line of very big, like a fishing pole. We were
Fish?
fishing for fish.
Fish?
They're like things you eat.
Organisms?
Yes, about this long. They swim in water.
Oh, in water, not sand.
There might be ones that swim in sand. I
Oh,
don't know.
curious.
Yes,
It
but you
did
put.
occur to me that gunpowder chowder is actually nutritionally complete. Identified quite a lot of vitamins in it.
It doesn't agree with me.
No.
It doesn't. Like this stomach does not have. It's not. Not good for
Well, I did
me.
detect a rather large amount of cordite. I believe they may be using actual gunpowder as seasoning.
Gives it a nice kick.
Yes.
It gives the word explosive diarrhea a whole new meaning.
Ah! Wit!
Apologies. Right.
It's about 5 or 6 different sets.
I think I ate it into submission.
As your ship steers clear of the asteroids, another ship appears.
Hey.
Its sleek frame is painted in a wild shade of pink and is designed to resemble an immense squid. Starlight reflects off the ship's hull, illuminating 2 turret-mounted ballistas, rotating slowly to face your ship.
Wait, it resembles a large squid, or is it a cephalopod?
It resembles a ship.
Okay, so it's not. Okay.
It's not mind flayers.
Yeah, well.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's not.
So that's us, that's them.
Yeah, yeah,
That's cool.
And we have the catapult there, and we have a ballista there,
Mhm.
and a catapult there.
Mhm.
Okay. Right. To stations! Is it initiative or?
Initiative, please. And then I will need Jex, as you're flying, to roll me initiative for your ship.
That's a good roll. I like that.
So 25 for my initiative. And then the ship's initiative, is that a d20 plus my initiative modifier? 17.
17 for me also.
Also 17.
8.
Brad, once again breaking the pattern.
Yep. No, 8. I rolled a 4.
8.
Man resurrects childhood imaginary friend using AI. Then it tried to murder him.
That's just schizophrenia with extra steps.
Yes.
Does ours kind of look like a squid?
A little bit. Like a hammerhead shark.
Yeah. Yeah. Most of these ships in Wild Space, I think, look like
Marine.
nautical creatures. Yeah.
It's like a third like galleons, a third nautical creatures, and a third insects.
Nice.
And there's things like the star moth.
And
for
sometimes you get a
example.
nautical bug on a marine thing.
The attacking ship is an old, reliable squid ship crewed by Githyanki pirates. Having already set their sights on salvaging a derelict ship, they don't take too kindly to you jumping on their claim. It immediately moves into the attack position. Let me roll for their ship. They rolled a 14, so they will be going second. And so what we'll be doing is we're doing ship by ship, and then within that ship resolving based on initiative. So you weren't surprised by it. Actually, let me write down your ship's health because you took mild damage earlier from the asteroids.
That'll buff out.
It looked like nothing compared to the ballistas.
Cool.
Can you give me a ruler from me to over there? Just to see how far away each thing is.
From
Me
where?
to like just the ship in general, like that kind of
I
area.
can't see my map. There it is. From you.
Oh, okay, that's like 80 feet-ish. Cool, that's fine.
Right.
It's centre to centre. It's 80 feet.
Yep.
So we start this encounter with the ship being 50 feet away. You're not surprised by it, so it doesn't get any extra actions on you, but
Yep.
50 feet away. And you guys are up first, so let's start with Jax.
Yeah. So can I try to pilot the ship so that we
Sprint away.
Rabbit.
Are you able to hold an action to pilot?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
So we might be able to get some shots off
yeah.
weapons before
Well, my thinking was to dive under so that their weapons were no longer facing
facing.
us.
Ooh.
I'll remind you that when your two ships are close, it is like fighting on the sea. So there isn't.
So we're like
your gravity
locked.
wells are.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we can't dive underneath them.
It's almost like the game didn't want you to manipulate 3D space with these things.
Well, I can see why that might get complicated on,
Yeah.
on the two.
All I'm thinking is, come on!
Take us down!
Oh, damn!
Yeah! Love it.
Don't
have a squid ship, but
Okay.
this one.
So, orders, Captain.
Mr. Jax, charge engines! We'll give them one good salvo and then bugger off!
Okay. Can I? So I'll hold my action to move away as quickly as possibly after we've exchanged salvo. After we fired.
So I had these two standby on weapons beforehand. Can I get to a weapon in order for all three of us to fire before Jax pilots? 'Cause we've got catapult, ballista.
Feel free to move the two shipmates next to any of the two weapons you choose as a result of you sort of preparing for this.
Furthest ones,
You
I
yourself
guess.
will be sort of where you are on the map, sort of
Oh.
stood next to the.
Sure, next to the helm.
Do you have your?
He just grabbed everyone.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Do. And
The
you.
furthest one.
Actually, I'll tell you what. Yeah. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on that there ship.
Okay.
Fairy Fire can only affect creatures, I believe.
Yes, it can. But someone's moving those weapons.
Can you figure out which one of them's in the spelljamming helm?
Can I figure out where their spelljammer is?
Make me a perception check.
I would love to. It's 18 on the die, 24.
I'm assuming as you spot them, you're gonna shout out their locations.
I'm not just going to do that, I'm going to Fairy Fire the guy.
Sure.
Disable the pilot! There's a good guy! Okay. Yeah, and just bring out like a buzzing swarm of insects from like what are they called? I'll find you a picture in a bit. Basically, in the spiracles, the little I pull out a bunch of buzzing, glowing mites and just yeet over the and yeah, Fairy Fire the spelljamming helm on the other.
What's the radius of fairy fire?
20-foot cube.
20-foot cube, not radius. Okay.
Yeah.
So you. Hopefully, you can see two.
I can see one. That one there. Oh, okay, yeah. He was on the thing.
Yeah. Put him there.
Actually, it's a bit organic. I think it might be little robotic flies.
Actually, the ship was within 50 feet of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's also...
Range 60, area 20 foot cube.
There you go.
Promote of pirates.
Yeah. So the pilot is outlined in Fairy Fire.
He is here.
Then
Move that up a bit. So.
fire.
Sure.
Yeah.
Next up is Ido.
I am Ido.
Oh, sorry.
Axis.
Jax moved the ship, then Faxis.
I'm holding my action.
Holding your action. Sorry, yes.
Okay, I'm going to fire, and I believe I have advantage because of fairy fire.
Yep.
Because I'm targeting the captain.
Yeah.
7 or I'll take the natural 18 plus whatever the bonus is on the ballista.
So the ballista is a +6.
Okay, yeah, that's a 24 to hit.
It hits.
And what's the damage?
On a ballista. No. Sorry, to clarify, the ballista is a big cumbersome thing. It can hit the ship. It is not sort of dexterous. As you two are flying next to it, it's not sort of... So you can hit it with any of your sort of person-to-person range stuff. You cannot hit
Yes,
it with
because I've got
ballista.
so many of those.
In that case, can we do the physical object of the spelljamming foam?
Yes, you
helm?
can-
Because
you can
yeah,
absolutely
Fairy
do
Fire
that.
can affect objects.
Okay, yeah, and I'm just going to fire at the spelljamming helm as best I can.
Yep. So roll me... Where is it? I had it. 3d10.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh, 20.
That's a hit.
No, that's 20 damage.
20 damage, sorry, yeah. The spelljamming helm takes damage, it's not destroyed, but the pilot has managed to successfully pass his concentration check on the ship itself.
And then I fire.
Yeah.
I believe
That's it,
I assume that it takes an entire action or an entire round to reload.
Oh, yes.
So I can't action surge and fire again.
17 to hit.
Is that with advantage?
Yeah, that was with
Yeah.
advantage.
Yep, that hits.
And damage is 3d10? Or is it different for the catapult?
No, 3d10 as well.
Cool. 11. Just 3d10?
Mm-hmm.
14 damage.
Well, Jax, make it go.
Actually, could I use action surge to then huck a hand axe at the captain?
What's the range of throwing a... Are you within range?
It's 20-60, so be disadvantage.
Yeah, it would be disadvantaged, but because he's fairy fired,
Sure.
it cancels out.
Sure.
I'm also just going to look at 2 weapon fighting, so I can chuck 2 hand axes because I've not used a bonus action.
Nice.
That's true.
Natural 19.
Yep.
Solid.
That's going to be a miss. Yeah, total of 10. So
At the captain in...
the captain in the chair.
Yeah, that's a miss.
So only 1 hit, and this is a d6 plus 4.
Is the captain the one in their spelljamming helm?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
10 damage. Does he need to make more concentration checks?
Yes. He succeeds. Rune.
I fired
you
the
fired.
catapult.
And then you
So-
had an action to move the ship away?
I can't get sneak attack with a catapult, can
Absolutely not.
Okay,
I don't think it's a light weapon.
Doesn't have to be, just range.
So yeah, the idea, because I guess because I'm waiting for them to fire, I don't know that he's lost concentration, so I will assume that he has, and I'm basically trying to turn and move forward, so probably at a 45-degree angle like that, and then while also navigating through asteroids. So it's like
So you were out at the asteroid belt when they waited for you to emerge.
oh right, okay. But
So it's just gunning.
Yeah.
in that case, yeah, disengaging and gunning it.
Sure.
For a 13 knots, my greatest gun.
That's good enough.
That's because I rolled the wrong dice.
Which ones are you using my West Mars dice?
Yeah.
Those did interestingly last, because remember that's the die I rolled against your vampires on. So, possibly rethink.
It worked well for that's.
fair
I got
enough.
a nat 20 for my initiative
Yeah,
and like 17.
Just whatever you do, don't use the one that Kincaid was rolling.
That was that one as well.
Oh.
So fly away as fast as you can away from the ship.
That's the captain's orders, so that's what I'll do.
And it's their turn. The captain will start to pursue. Roll me. Everyone, roll me an int check.
Int.
Int. Or perception, actually.
I'll take int.
I'll take perception.
It's a total of 10.
13.
13 on the die, I lost my fucking character sheet.
Oh, sorry, no, that's 11. I've got more intelligent than I thought.
16 for insight.
17 for int.
Cool. So what you two realise is that your ship is faster. So it will take. It's not going to be immediate, but eventually you will outrun it.
Cool. We've got to survive outside of the range of.
Exactly. Yeah.
the
What
cannons.
are the range of?
It's going to be huge.
I mean, what are the range of our ballistas? So because we can extrapolate from that, right?
Yeah, maybe.
So 250 feet.
Do we know how fast we're going relative to them?
Incredibly fast. Versus they're quite fast.
You don't because you didn't roll high enough.
Fair enough, fair enough.
You are almost from those rolls. You are almost where you were a second ago, just not as close. It's too close to tell at the moment. So 2 of them on the ballistas will fire. That is a Eldritch 20 to hit, and the other one is an 8. That is 18 points of damage to your ship. I don't think anyone else is. So what is that? So by my calculations, you are all at the moment within 80 feet of the crossbows. So they're going to start taking pot shots at you.
Yep.
So he fired the ballista. He did not. So, which one is closest? He will target Jex. And this is 8. Next one. He will come to face your. He will come to face your side of the ship. And he rolled a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Come on, there it is. That is a. That is 3 points of piercing damage. Praxis.
Do I need to make a concentration check?
Ah, yes you do.
Just checking what the captain did. That is a natural 20.
Ah, lovely.
I kincaded all of the bad luck out of those ones.
And I salute you for it.
Unfortunately, 18 to hit you.
Oh, damn!
It
This
also
is
knocked my
17.
pink dice into a 1.
That is 4 points piercing damage. Slashing damage. No, piercing. My bad.
Mhm.
I've done him. Do him. And then he comes to the edge and will fire at Ido. That is a 14 to
No.
hit. Miss. And he is piloting the ship, can't do anything. And he fired the ballista. So back up to you guys. So checks.
Okay, so can I, given that our ships are more in this position now,
Mm-hmm.
if I were to hide underneath the steps here, which I can get to for 30 feet of movement, would I then count as being in cover?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Cool. Are you able just to move me down there? Cool. And then
Keep piloting us away.
yeah, should I hold the action again?
We can probably get. Well, we can at least reload. I can, if I move to that ballista on my turn, I might be able to get a shot off with the ballista.
So yeah, I'll once again I'll hold my action for everyone to fire in case they've got close range weapons or something. Cause
Yeah.
Ballista's range is 250 feet. So
but I meant like hand axes or something like that.
Okay,
I
sure.
don't
Yeah.
know if we've moved. I know we've moved apart, but not too much.
Mhm.
So I'll hold until everyone's fired, and then I will zoom us away.
The guy with the Spelljammer helm on.
Mhm.
How far is he from me at this point? Is he more than 120?
You said 80 feet away before, I believe.
So the cross with the crossbow. How many feet? Sorry, did you say?
Is he more than 120?
I'm gonna say if you use your move to get closest to closest to their ship, I'm saying that you can.
Actually, yeah, I'll flip the beacon stone on my wheelchair, just sort of come down these stairs down to there.
Mhm.
Oh, wrong button.
Yeah, or get onto the stairs.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just I'll take a shot with a crossbow at disadvantage.
Sure.
What's your bardic inspiration? Is that a d6?
Almost definitely.
He's still fairy fired.
He is still very fine, so it will be 1. Yes.
So just a flat roll.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Love to see it.
So that's going to be... Ooh, baby, I need another d6. That is 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 10, 14, 18 points of damage.
Ooh, nice.
Bugger off!
He's looking quite wounded. Unfortunately, he does pass his con save to part of the ship. Yeah.
All targets on that chap if you can, people. Otherwise, reload. Pilot checks, get us out of here.
Praxis.
If I instead of firing the crossbow or ballista or whatever I'm on, if I were to like do an acrobatics check to man the sails and things like that, would we be getting away faster?
All right. And you held your action to pilot. Yeah. So because of that, you'll affect that movement.
Nice.
Okay. So I'll say, Captain, should I instead assist the getting away?
If you can, very good.
What I like about this is the fact that you're not actually talking.
Yeah, no, and no, like there could be cannon fire, there could be like loud as hell sea battle going on, and as long as you're within 120 feet of me, I can just talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna do an athletics check
Yeah.
to trim the sails or whatever.
Yep.
Natural 20, 26 total.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Kick the engine.
Okay. So
I grab a rope, I swing around to another point on the ship, and just
Errol fucking Flynn.
and I just yank down hard to make the sail just catch.
I lost an uncle when they did that once.
I'm sure he'll turn up.
Babies on it.
We just look up, and we just see.
I think Rune will do the same thing as you and pull as far as forward as they can to get within range of him, and then the little red threads from Hex will go out to the captain. Nice. We're at 90 feet. And then I'm not at disadvantage with the longbow, so...
So you have advantage because
yeah.
of very far.
Which means I get sneak attack.
Yeah, you do.
Is that? Okay, 12 to hit, unfortunately.
That's the captain.
I rolled 2 6s.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Yep.
Anything else?
Sometimes. That's all I got. That's bonus action movement.
And your held action to move the ship?
Yep. I love these dice, but I can't
Yeah,
move it.
they're
So I'll let you decide. You can either roll, in which case you move double, or you don't have to roll and you just succeed because of the natural 20 over there.
Okay. I'd see, I'm always
So the
about to
success of the roll is to...
So basically, it makes you really good at movement this turn. The sails are in the perfect position,
So
and you can either use that to go double as fast, or you can make it so that
Play it safe and
and it's less affected by any errors that you may or may not make.
I'm always about the gambling. So
Hell yeah.
I'm never about to
so now I can actually look at the number that
Smash
I
glass
rolled.
case.
I'm very happy with the decision I made. That's a 23.
Oh, beautiful! You move double.
Excellent.
Sweet. The enemy ship's turn. The captain continues to pull the ship closer back to you. However, you're definitely a lot further away this time. So much so that all of the crossbow shots it's almost as if they have disadvantage on them because they're now outside of their threat range.
Nice.
The 2 bandits on the ballistas will start to reload. Everyone else will take pot shots. A 19 and a 6. So that is 9. Gonna miss, right?
Yeah.
Second one has a 14 and a 4. So a 7, I'm assuming.
Because I've been trimming the sails very dramatically, I am probably more prominent than the others. So they're likely to be attacking me.
The third one, well, yes, let's go for you again. That's a 16 and a 12, so 14 to hit. And then, so 3 of them will target you. The other one will target Ida, who was taking a pot shot at the captain.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's a 19 and a 16, so 19 to hit.
19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That hits.
You gotta get 1 in.
Like I have since in the last week I've been working on my shield training, and I bring the shield up to try and block the shot, and it just passes over the top of it because my AD is 18 now.
I was thinking you lift it up and it goes where your shield just was.
Yeah, basically.
That's a 5 piercing damage.
5 piercing damage.
I shall protect myself using my owl.
That's it. So the captain.
Do you need
tried
to
get
make
close
a concentration
to
check for fairy fire?
I do. That is 10. So
you. Someone remember. Thank you.
Trying to keep us all honest, so we can go with more shit later.
sorry, I have my laptop's run out of power, so I'm on the app now.
Not a problem.
That's okay, it's alright.
So I've got a much longer extension cable now, and what I was planning on doing was just sticking it right here on the table, so that we could have cables going to it.
Yeah, sure.
But I forgot.
That's right.
Back up to you guys. You're up first. You you holding again?
Yeah. I'll hold. I will. Bonus action though is I know you'll hit them this time, and I'll bardically inspire you.
I hope so.
Yeah, you're destined.
No,
Don't say that.
no.
I didn't tell it in character.
Ruin as your friend, I would like to say that I believe you are destined for whatever ever great thing. As your captain and in a workplace environment, I say that you're just a guy.
I'm a woman.
That's fine too.
Obviously holding my main action to move the ship.
Really gets that flashcard.
Well, I'm a woman right now.
Indeed.
You're next.
Okay, so are they within 120? They're in like disadvantage.
160 now.
160. So a light crossbow would do it, but a hand it doesn't. Okay. Am I able to get?
Get on the ballista up top.
No, I was thinking something like you were doing last round.
Oh, trimming the sails.
Yeah, something similar. What kind of? I'm just going to run myself like a role-playing int check real quick.
Sure.
Okay. In Ido's readings of the last week, is there anything like about the magical parts for Spelljammer that I would be able to? Things like that part is loose, and then just go and hammer it real home for it, or that's the kind of thing I'm going with. Yeah, like what kind of check to juice the machine or trim the sails in some kind of way.
I mean, if being the captain, could you give a command that would?
If you can make a spell jamming roll using your own, as if you were piloting it, and you can use that information to say, if you manipulate it in such a way, you can get some extra. Yeah, absolutely.
21 spell jamming check.
Absolutely, yeah.
So what kind of check to? Or was that the?
That
roll?
was the.
That
check.
was the roll.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fine. Yeah. That's my turn. Same orders as last round. Really, fire at will and get us out of here.
Yep. Nexus.
Same again. Going to try and do the sail trimming or whatever to try and just help us get away faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fire at will is a very different thing in this game to the other.
It took me a minute.
I'll take my point of inspiration away. I already spent it.
23.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've got the
Oh,
last
nice.
shot. Well, maybe he dies now. Maybe he dies later. Ooh, 18?
The captain.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I wanted that to be a natural 20 so bad. Watch you roll 66.
Those are terrible. 4, 6, 6 plus 6, 12 points of damage. It's very low.
It's taken quite a bit.
It's 2 ones on a d6.
The captain is very strong. However, he did fail his concentration check, and so the ship will not be moving on his turn.
Marvellous work, Ensign! Marvellous work!
And as we swing around to Ido, because you've had 2 successes helping you out, you do not need to roll. If you want, you can move double speed.
Oh, what, without rolling?
Yeah, you're just using your action to pilot the ship.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm only slightly gutted that I can't gamble, but I will take the double movement over their no movement. So.
What would it have been if you had gambled?
Why do you do this?
Because it's fun, Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, is d6?
Well,
is sneak
not
attack
good.
now 2d6?
11.
It's at level 3, it becomes D6.
Oh, okay.
11.
Yeah, so that's a 5 on the dice.
Hex.
Cool.
Um,
That's...
Why is that not looping?
I was going to ask, because the music stopped because we got away.
No.
So they don't move this turn.
They don't move this turn.
And we move double.
Correct.
I like that.
You're almost out of range. But for now, the 2 ballistas have been reloaded on the last turn. They will fire. Ooh, that is a 15.
Would Jex have been able to do some kind of evasive manoeuvres as well as move?
Yes, but they wouldn't.
Wouldn't have mechanically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
Wouldn't have moved double, so you could have chosen.
Yeah.
Much like the War Machine rules.
Yeah.
It's yours, so that is 3d10. That is some significant damage to your ship. Cool, and the second one will fire. Misses. The bandits with a 320 foot range on disadvantage crossbows will still try and take some pot shots at you.
Go for it.
That's 4, so that was no. That one's a nat 20 and a 15.
Against.
No, I've got 17 AC.
That is a 7. 3, so that is a 6. And you were helping this time, weren't you?
I was.
So they will take that 2 attacks of you. So that is a 13. That is a 13.
Shoot for an 18.
Finally, a 15. Nope. That's it. They fired 2 blisters. They can't move. The guy reaches his ship. We're back up to you. You first.
Hold my action till the crew is done. I don't think you're inspired yet. I will bardically inspire you.
And you're holding your action? Or?
Holding my main action.
Okay, it is you next.
Is there... I haven't got anything I can really do more at range. That they're even outside the long range of my hand crossbow at this point. Is there anything that can be done in the realms of like repairs on the ship?
There. Had it open. The answer is yes if I can find the part in the book.
Holes to the ship. I assume we're not taking in space favour.
I don't believe so. No.
However, we do want our ship to be mostly intact.
Yeah.
So I think if I can spend the time now, then we might get more points.
No, I'm just assuming that the way you'd stop a ship entirely is it would break apart.
Yeah.
It's not that there's a hole and it takes in water like a traditional ship.
No, it loses enough structural integrity that it can no longer maintain its air envelope, I believe.
Do you have the mending cantrip?
I don't. I was going to take it.
Then unfortunately there's nothing you can do.
I was like, Mage Hand would be more useful for a wheelchair user than mending.
Yeah.
But I
so,
wanted to take Booming Blades, so that's fair.
So ships can be magically repaired using the mending spell, or they can be repaired on dry dock at material and labour.
Do I have mending?
Okay. That's fine. In that case, I will just do the same again.
Yeah.
Spell jamming check and 18 on the die, 24.
Succeeds?
Yeah.
You can take this.
I'm going to do same again.
Yeah?
Dirty 20.
That makes it.
My action is more violent. I will shoot him. But I'm at disadvantage, but fairy fire, so flat.
Regular, yeah.
That's an 8 so far. 10 total.
To hit?
Yeah.
I'm afraid not. Over to you.
Ooh.
You've had the two
you've
helps.
had the two
so you can
helps.
just move.
So you can double move, or you can move once and take like a dodge action effectively on your ship. I will point out that they just use their ballistas, so...
Yeah, I'll probably double move.
Yeah.
And then I'll dodge next time, assuming...
Full speed ahead.
Yeah.
Back up to them. You are effectively one combat round from getting out of their... out of range. So at this point, unless they score a hit on the captain, I think you're going to be safe.
Yeah.
Anything these guys can actually do to slow you down? I don't think there is.
Well, it's not even if they scored a hit on the captain.
It's on Jax.
No offence, captain, but
I'd rather
so
it was me than you.
By captain, I meant the pilot.
the pilot.
On the ship. Yeah.
But the pilot's in cover.
Yeah.
They're gonna try because I think that's the only thing they can do.
They're
at this
shooting
point.
for 2 nat 20s, basically.
Yeah.
That's the kind of vibe.
That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. So they're reloading their ballistas. Yeah, I guess it's back round to you. So unless one of you two fails your help check, you guys manage to
18.
I'm going to roll that d6. Okay, so that is a total of 15.
15. Make it just.
I got a 6 on the bardic.
And I
But-
just got the natural 20 that I would have liked last round.
Or on shooting the guy.
Yeah.
Are you within range, long range?
Oh god, yes.
Yeah.
300 feet.
Yeah. Go on, do it.
5, 6,
remember you've got
and
Oh,
already
yeah.
natural 20 is
Yeah,
12, 18, 16, 20, 22. 22.
Yeah, 25 left. I'm afraid.
Oh, gutting.
So
So we get back
Hang
in.
on, hang on. You can do a bonus action and hold your main action. Oh, you can't apply bardic to damage rolls.
No.
No, that's College of Valor thing, I think.
Yeah, alright, never mind.
I assume you don't want to gamble. You're just going to fly away. So you successfully make it away. That you haven't disabled their ship, but you've successfully escaped.
Marvellous.
I think escaping was more important than disabling them.
Yeah, and I don't know the rules of the sea, but yeah, don't know
Might
if they
have been
deserve
more
to be
points.
disabled.
Master Vaxis, bring up an extra ration of grog for the crew. Take us home, Pilot Jax.
You successfully make it away from the asteroid and away to this enemy ship. But
you.
as you're travelling back home, your ship suddenly slows, marking the unexpected presence of something else in the vicinity. It just takes a moment to spot another hammerhead ship just like yours in the distance. The other ship is severely damaged and adrift. Every few seconds, bands of electricity, similar to the ones that you saw with the eels, ripple out from the centre of its hull, dealing further damage to the ship.
So can we see the eels?
No, but it's like it's had it.
So this has been damaged by
But-
the eels.
yes.
And
What would you like to do?
can we see if it is it like Spelljammer colours on the flags?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Rescue mission then. Take us
Aye,
in.
aye, Captain. Cool. Can I try to bring it alongside?
So this is a skill check similar to the others. So I'll require survival and persuasion, or persuasion. Athletic acrobatics. For both of you to.
Everybody.
10 total.
20 total.
Eldritch 20 total.
And finally,
15.
as a group, you make it.
I'd forgotten how much I liked this die.
You successfully pilot your ship right next to the other one. No check is required to see that they are in trouble. It is the other team. Micken is among them and is waving you down to help. You don't need to make any rolls here. This is straight up. Do you want to leave them, not to their fate because they're not going to die here, and make your way to the finish line first, or do you want to help them?
It's better to help them.
No, sorry, I'll help them. Yeah.
But there's no reason not to.
Yeah,
It's not like we get more
It's
points.
a
for
friendly
going
competition, but we're not against them, though.
fast. No. And we're not horrible people.
So is their ship permanently disabled? Like, is it a
Yes.
case of bringing them aboard? Oh, okay. So,
So can
Come
we
on, Mickey.
salvage? Yeah, what thing? Do any of them know the Mendy cantrip?
No, they do not.
Fair enough.
That's why they're there. Like
Yeah, I figured that was the case.
can we?
Are they injured?
Yes, they are.
I'm gonna pull out. How many of them are? 3.
Pull up the holo med kits.
Technically, there's 4, only 3 are named.
I've got a bad feeling about that.
Three named and a red shirt.
Okay, can I make a medicine check to see which is the most injured?
Sure.
Why? It's a red
Ricky.
shirt.
It's NC
20,
Ricky.
21.
It's Micken.
Is it the guy in the red shirt? Or
No, it's
Micken?
Micken.
Oh.
Okay, so Micken regains 11 hit points.
Nice.
The other 3 regain 6, 6, and 8 respectively.
Are we able to tow their ship?
No, it is damaged beyond repair.
Okay.
Is it in
No, it's the helm that has taken the damage.
Sure.
So the electricity is interfering with its ability to.
All aboard.
As you as Torol appears in your sights, the illusion around you starts to fade.
Do the other guys start to fade as well?
Yes.
So they're not real versions of them.
It's like it's you're all in the same computer game together, effectively.
So they just log off the server and go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as they disappear, a wave of silvery blue light hits you all, and the simulation, as it starts to fade, it suddenly stops, and you are sort of lurched into the simulation chamber. Magical energy ripples like a turbulent cloud around you, reaching out to touch the rune-inscribed walls, then exploding outwards as bolts of lightning hit you all, including Sarth and Tarto, who are also in the room. You must all make a dex save, and that is where we will end today. In the exploded simulation room.
And that one. Total of 4.
Natural 20.
23.
Where's my save? 24.
24.
23.
Natural 20 for a 26.
4.
What was in that one? Oh dear, Ensign Ricky.
I just dive in front of all the lightning for all of you simultaneously.
You take 11 lightning damage.
That's a lot.
I can fix that.
And that's what we've learned today.
Presumably that's actually the first damage that we've actually taken.
Correct. Yeah. So all the damage was in the simulation. This is in the
So heal.
Also, heal back up to full. I mean, I still wouldn't have gone down.
You heal back up to full, and then
drop the rest off that. Do we regain spell slots we spent in the simulation?
everything.
Everything. Okay, cool.
Yeah. The only thing. None of you. If you die, yeah, everything.
I healed both of you after the fight with the worms, didn't I? The space.
Yeah, but that was a week ago now.
Yeah, but I was tracking keys to get used
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna hit stop on the recording.
Sure thing.
Right.